We're good. We're set. We're on.
Good.
All right.
Welcome back.
Yeah. It's been
Welcome back.
it's been a bit since Doki Doki, but not a bit since anyone's seen me.
Yeah, this Adam guy's like totally obsessed with like live streaming, bro.
I like it. It's fun.
Two sides of the same coin.
I did it for me. I liked it. Whether or not I'm good at it, the jury is still out.
What the? All right, I wasn't here for the previous Smash Bros. Stream. What the hell is Ponder and Art? Okay, no, never mind. I think I have a vague idea of what Ponder and Artifact.
Oh, I left all
mean.
those on. Oh shit. Thank you, Didge.
Did you mean to turn them off?
I meant to I wanted to turn. Yeah, you know what? Let's keep them on. See if it totally. I mean, we go on so many bloody tangents anyway. Screw it, right?
I mean, we're here to have fun.
Yeah.
And
you
if
know
us
what-
having fun makes it take a bit longer, then it's all about the journey. It's not about where we going.
I
What's
do
more
not.
fun than pondering an artifact?
Yeah, and you guys can ponder them with me. You know.
We can all ponder together, and that might lead to something beautiful.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, 100%. I mean, I can't do it now, so we're just gonna have to like, gentlemen, not do that. I hate song requests. You guys, your songs.
What if we
suck.
find a way to play it like only for the stream and not you? Then they can listen to it and it means nothing. And
that
it's
is-
their fault for using it when you're not like intending for them to use it.
That is possible, but also thinking about it, I would probably want to watch the streams back later, and I know Steven does that. So I don't want to punish Steven by proxy. Me, whatever.
You know, but here's an overlooming threat. I have enough points for the show feet reward again.
No, I need to take that off too.
What's the show feet one? How much is it?
50K.
It's like 50K.
I got enough for that many times over.
Anyway, what are the new ones? Can you walk me through them? I don't have
Dance,
this thing up.
monkey, dance.
What? They were frustrating the hell out of me last time, and I need to nerf all of those, especially when we're playing a game like this. But I like Ponder and Artifact. Sounds fun. I don't want to show anything more. You've seen more than you need to. The feat was actually redeemed once I had to do it.
It's tough, man.
Yeah.
Everyone had one chance to see my feet and they missed it.
But you know
So
what?
sad.
The universe balances itself out, and I know this because that clip got posted a whole bunch of places, one of which was Minty Clover's Discord server. But unfortunately, or fortunately, I mean, that like reminded everyone there that I exist, and then Strummer's like, hey, you guys should do something again. And then she was like, yeah, and I was also like, yeah. So just that obnoxious circumstance led to something, or will lead to something good. So there's a little life lesson for everybody. Besides me, because I don't need any life lessons, because I'm perfect.
Dude, I gotta.
It was me. It wasn't me.
It was me.
It were mate.
I've got so many figures coming in boxes right now because of stuff that I ordered like probably about like 8 different things that I ordered over the past like year and a half that were all supposed to have come like over the past 6 to 7 months that Good Smile like kept pushing back until they've like all shipped at once now.
What's in the hall?
I've got the final 2 Nekopara pop-up parades, meaning I have all 6 of those.
Your 6
I
nice
have-
girlfriends.
That's right. I have a character from To Love Ru in a swimsuit. I have a character from I have Megumin in a swimsuit. What else do I have? I have a Rem figure. No, not a Rem. I have a Ram figure coming. Because it'll look cool. What else do I have? At some point I'm supposed to have some slime isekai one coming. And I think that's all that has supposed to ship this month.
Where were we?
I mean, we finished up the Siren moment.
we didn't. Is the
Well,
problem?
I mean, there was a fade to black transition, and then we're here.
Was it this one? Okay, it was that exact fade to black transition.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Then we're set. Oh, and this is omniscient narrator. This isn't even. Oh no, it's 0.
I'm the omniscient narrator, if you will, and this is
it's
my
from your
viewpoint.
point.
Well, it's POV dad before he was like a physical character, and it was just like an omniscient
This is
presence
like
in the school.
this is like there's kind of like when Dad came into existence, it kind of like broke how time works. Where like since he's like omnipresent when it comes to time, there's like a whole set of like eternity prior to him existing, but then like all of that eternity was rewritten with him having always existed when he started existing. So this
followed
is
that.
kind of that. This is like that kind of set of eternity prior to him. He's still he's still kind of omniscient, but he's not omnipresent yet.
Or he's not quite present.
Yeah.
He's just an observer for now.
Yeah, right now he's just an observer.
He's
Watcher.
the soul of Dad ether until it reconstitutes and reforms the universe around itself.
That's
So some
right.
exciting stuff on this episode.
Isn't that exciting, Martin?
Very.
Did you guys did
Um,
something wig out for you guys?
Yeah, wigged out.
yeah.
It's like kind of just your voice cutting in and out and like static.
Yeah, sorry.
It was the
This-
CIA trying to get in the way.
Of
It was so crazy. I quoted American Psycho again.
the Dad Project. I think we just came up with an SCP.
Yeah, like a dad that's fully ascended into SCP-dom now.
Except I don't think you can contain or secure it.
Well, then.
Or protect it, because he doesn't need protecting.
Well, what the
No.
hell were the threat levels again? I'm not that much of an SCP nerd. I
Threat,
don't
it's
remember.
threat level red, but then we can negotiate it down to threat level orange as long as they lock the door, I think.
Nice. A day passes, and the time comes for the Literature Club, Monica and Sayori, to reconvene. As president, Monica ensures that she's the first to arrive to the club room. But she finds herself waiting longer than expected for Sayori.
It's been 10 minutes already. Both in game and in stream.
Yeah.
Maybe Sayori changed her mind about joining?
Sorry, we were late to the stream, Monica. I know we kept you waiting.
Kept
Well,
you
I mean,
waiting.
no, that can't be. I
Ah.
mean, she was so excited yesterday. But I'm getting kind of worried.
Suddenly, Sayori comes bounding through the door. In her hand, she's holding a sheet of paper.
Sorry I'm late. I'm here.
It's okay. Welcome back.
Oh, and
Sayori spins over to Monica and deposits the sheet onto Monica's desk.
Oh, what's this?
I
I can't read.
I can't read. No. Yes, you can.
No,
Right.
I'm the only other one here, so can you just read it to me?
Why?
I don't know.
This isn't gonna be like a regular thing. I don't like reading poems out loud.
Well, neither do I.
What? Okay.
I just like writing, not reading.
This is new poem, Laura. These are new. Hooray.
Damn.
Take my hand. Take my hand. Take me forward. Take me to dreamland. It's
Dream?
I was thinking Punch Out Way, but Minecraft Dream's good too. Caution me to watch my step so I can't look back at my footprints. Climb the stairs ahead of me while I look up to you. The more I look forward, the more I look up, the more I can lend to you. If you can trust me to follow your pace, I'll trust you to set it. If you can trust me to lend you a smile, I'll trust you to return it. Take my hand, take me forward, take me to your dream land.
Hey, this is really good. I mean, you wrote this, Sayori?
Of course, who else would quote both Punch Out We and Minecraft's Dream? Wait,
I thought that was Kirby.
wait, no, that's the wrong side of the paper.
Huh?
Oh, I wasn't ready to share that yet. I'm so embarrassed.
Monica flips over the paper, and written on the other side is a list of ideas for recruiting new club members.
How did I not notice that I was reading the wrong side out loud?
And why don't you just recruit new club members with poems? Oh, this is what you meant to show me. But I'm curious now. Do you write poetry often?
I do, but I'm sure I'm not anywhere near as good at it as you are.
Really? I'm actually terrible at writing poetry.
Yeah, Monica, what's the hole?
What's the whole, Monica? Tell me.
Yeah, what's the
fuck's
hole?
Like, come on, not that hard.
It
Tell
was
me.
normally a good poet would make the metaphor more subtle. But I've never written anything I was happy with. Like, I always read it again after a week after I write it, and I'm like, wow, this is so stupid. I don't know.
Takes you
It's-
a week.
Well, you return to it after a week. It's like making like a song in a drunken haze at like 3 a.m. and then you listen back to it, well, and like you think it's really good in the moment, but then you listen back to it and it sounds like shit. It's like the dramatic version of me doesn't agree with the person I want myself to be or something like that.
Aw, that's really verbose. And you should have more confidence in yourself. You're the literature club president.
I guess you're not wrong there. I need to like set a good example or whatever.
There's a lot more likes or whatevers now. Dan Salvato, I think, has his finger more to the pulse of how women talk.
Damn.
I say while using an obnoxious amount of ums, likes, and whatevers in my speech. But we don't have to talk about that.
Either
Or
that,
whatever.
or I guess once you get fourth wall breaking knowledge, you realize that your own dialogue gets repetitive. You know, I can envision a club doing something like that.
Doing what?
You know, like sharing poems we write and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. But you know what we could do instead? Instead of just introducing that, we need to pretend that we came up with it on the spot when everyone gets there, so people think we have good ideas. That's the... I think they came up with that during the events of the game, so I don't know why they're doing this now, but whatever. No one on the planet is paying as much attention to this as I
Yeah,
am.
Gaslight, Gatekeep, Girl Boss.
That's the name of the game.
We've all taken on that aspect of Okabe. We cannot not pay attention because we know
Yeah.
that if we don't pay attention,
Then people will die.
everything that wouldn't have happened, or everything that will happen, wouldn't have happened.
Right. It's such a good way to learn about other people, you know? It's like we have so many... There's... Please stop the likes. We have so many emotions that we can't express to other people usually. But you can when it's a poem, right?
Yeah. I think that's helping me form a more cohesive vision for the club. Words no speak good. I'm glad you showed me, well, even though by accident.
To me! Never mind. I felt embarrassed at first, but now it feels kind of good that someone else read it. I'll try and show you more of them in the future.
Oh, I'd love that. Oh, jeez, I'm getting distracted. Do you want to go over this recruitment brainstorm together?
My brain storms so hard. It's like a brain hurricane. My brain is a natural disaster.
That's surprisingly self-deprecating.
I thought of that after I said it.
Shit, that's tough, man.
My brain.
Hey, girl, is your brain a natural disaster? Cause that shit fire.
Damn, girl.
I think I have a new
It
Discord
looked like
status.
a storm just rolled through town.
I mean, first it was shit. One of them was I Love Battles, I Fear Nothing. That one was pretty good. Now it's a Captain Tyler reference. I think I think my brain is like a natural disaster is pretty good. Hopefully I remember to change it by the end of this.
What was Isle of Battles? I fear nothing from.
That was Final Fantasy VIII. That was Cypher.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's right. I remember that now. That's right.
It was the only character more of an asshole than Squirts. Was Squirts' rival. Was
Fucking loved that with the stupid with that stupid dancing cutscene. It's so fucking funny. Just like this.
I don't remember that one.
at one point, and we'll get off of this, but like the main love interest character showed up and started like having a little flirtatious side chat with Squirts like at this party, and then at one point Squirt says something obnoxious, takes a sip of his drink, and then Ivan burps at exactly that time, and it was perfect. Like Squirts was the only character to ever actually annoy me.
It was so fun to like in those conversations. When we were in the cave and I was just
I hated that.
fucking laying into you.
So like I got so annoyed in character that I got real annoyed. It was nuts.
Bring back Final Fantasy VIII, bro.
Bro,
I've been saying bring back Final Fantasy VIII the hashtag for years, Adam, and you
this is
haven't
the
been listening
first
to me.
time I've ever heard bring back Final Fantasy VIII, or if anyone acknowledged Final Fantasy VIII.
I'm
Ever.
gonna get some bring back Final Fantasy VIII in this.
The last time anyone thought about Final Fantasy VIII is like Deca when he put that in his like Evangelion edit. That is, and I swear he just did that because that was my Discord status at the time. But no, it was fun.
Whenever we catch the free time on the occasion, we can do it because I thought that was funny.
Oh hell yeah, yes please. And I haven't progressed in the game farther than we got where we were.
It's perfect.
So.
That'll be the we can slowly inch through it 2 times every year.
Oh, that sounds perfect.
That was it was really funny just because Squirts was supposed to be annoying and whatever, and it just worked really well with the stupid voice and like, I don't know, everything came together so perfectly.
Yeah, it always
There's
does.
quintessential obnoxious anime protagonist.
Sort of, except he's like trying to be the quintessential anime protagonist. He's a wannabe.
He was trying so hard to be cool, but the other guy was just
cooler.
like everything he wanted to be.
And that's like not too far from the like how those characters interact normally, from what I understand. But we just amplified it by 10 and made Squirts a dumbass, and it was great.
Just a complete like dumbass that like failed at every opportunity
Yeah.
that like he had to try and be cool.
But he
That
did
was
get through the
so-
cave in 10 minutes. And yes, it's on the VOD channel. You can go watch it if you want.
Sayuri, that's terrible. Anyway, let's take a look at the list.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Steven. That sucks balls.
Make cupcakes.
I was hungry. But it's a good idea, isn't it?
Let me think about this. I mean, when would we have the chance to give people cupcakes?
You know, like when they come into the club. What if we said we had free cupcakes on the flyers?
Well, I'm, like, kind of worried that would bring the wrong kinds of people, you know?
Wrong kinds?
Well, people would come in just for the cupcakes and then leave.
Oh, nobody would do that. That'd be mean.
But, you know, I want to find people who are really into literature.
But words
Even
like
if they don't know it yet.
You can say free words on the flyers.
But there's no value in words. Well,
What if
there
you
is a
put
value.
what if you put free word cakes on a flyer? Like
Word-
people are gonna be like, "What the fuck?
What's
that
a
even
word
mean?"
cake?
And then they come to find out.
That's good.
Or they'll just stare confused and then never come in the first place because they're too confused on what the hell a word cake is.
But the ones
Free
that
word
do are the type who are curious enough to wonder what a word cake is. You want that
That's right.
that
Because if it's just like an up and
whimsicality.
cupcake, that's right. Because if they see word and they like words, they'll come. And the cake is like an extra attractor that'll draw them in.
It's like
if
a
you put
cherry on the top
cupcake,
of the
everyone-
cake, but the cherry
Everyone knows
is
what
the
a
cake
cupcake is, so
itself.
they'll come in to eat the cupcake. Everybody likes cake, but they see words and like it's gonna go hand in hand. They like literature. Everybody likes cake, and it'll draw them in. It's
Everybody
like
likes
even when they like that worm on the hook, because the hook's scary, they might not bite. But the cake right there is gonna make them bite anyway. It's like putting a worm and a cake.
You
Nobody
just call it bait.
Yes, but that wouldn't be as fun for for
Also, Strummer, what do you mean I helped in your science class? Oh, okay.
huh. That might just be placebo, but if it works, go for it.
Well, okay. I think specifically it's just because again my brain memorized a Persona 4 song, Ivan, because I accidentally listened to it while I was sleeping, and it sounded weird when I listened back to it because my brain got fucked.
I remember, yeah, you were talking about that last week.
Yeah, so that was I think it was more 2 weeks ago because it went back to normal now,
Sure.
but still.
Yeah.
Either way, I think that's a little different than just learning by repeating the same video lecture over and over again.
I'm sorry.
Anyway,
did you
word
say
cake. I don't know.
that?
Even, word cake's stupid, even if they don't know it yet. Let's see the next thing on the list.
What the fuck did you just say?
Hunting for people reading books? I don't think I get it.
Like going around the school and finding people who are reading books, you know? Like in the morning or during lunch. And then we tell them to check out the literature club.
Well, the problem with that is, like, I keep... You know, I'm gonna make I'm just gonna stop saying, like just as a principle.
I mean, yeah,
Uh,
there are more
Why,
of
Martin?
them now. It's not that it's bad. In fact, it makes sense, but there's a difference. It's new, and the crews have taught me that new is bad. So I hate it.
It's true.
I'm getting, like, English teacher annoyed at this.
Well, this is before the literature
person
club really
who's like
starts.
the
So-
person who I've seen that's like been most annoyed at like the use of the word like was my middle school math teacher,
Math.
who I saw at the gym at one time.
Ha!
I saw him sitting on like a cycling machine, and I walked up and I was like, "Yo, are you a middle school math teacher?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Mr. Gold?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Shit, you were my middle school math teacher a long time ago." And I was like, "Damn, shit was crazy."
Anyway, wouldn't most people just reading books be doing it just for an assignment or something? I mean, how would we know if they're reading for just for fun?
Well, we could ask them, but then we'd be bothering people who are trying to do schoolwork. I didn't think about that part. I'm sorry.
Dude,
Hey.
how much is like asking a question gonna bother him? Come on.
Well, don't apologize. You're coming up with a lot more things than I can. Oh, and your next idea is to hand out flyers rather than just put them out on the wall. I definitely like to start doing that.
I'm useful.
I never said you weren't. I just need to think. What would we tell people when handing them out? I don't want to just be like join the literature club. Let's figure out how we can better engage people.
Well, what if you told them about club activities and stuff?
Well, what club activities? Yeah, I guess it's my job to come up with stuff like that, right? A vision for the club. Okay, Sayori, pretend you're a normal person for a second. Wait,
Okay.
I didn't mean it like that.
Oh, no, I'm down.
Alright, you're like a random passerby who's getting a flyer. How would you react to the idea of a literature club?
Probably something like literature stupid. Baka. I'm doing the anime. Or sorry, hold on. I didn't realize she was doing an impression. Literature is stupid. I'm doing the anime club.
Listen, even if I'm not here yet, that's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
Sorry, I just
What
got
the
this
heck?
inkling that was messed up.
What the heck?
Oh, sorry, I was just thinking of a friend of mine. Whoa, so he does exist, kind of.
That's right.
Maybe
In the
it's-
ethereal realm.
Maybe it's like a vessel that will be possessed by Dad. There is an empty husk of a man who will become Dad eventually. It's like a placeholder graphic, but no one thinks it's that.
It's like he's like after like the characters die and they show up as the glitchy mess, he's like that until like he's like an entity that exists there as like a placeholder but like shouldn't exist, so he's like broken up until like Dad actually comes in and takes it over, and then like it's just kind of like everyone just like it's not like everyone thinks it's a normal person, they see it for what it is, but just its existence makes them not see it like as anything weird until Dad inhabits it, and then they see it as what
It's
it
like
really
group
is Dad.
psychosis for sure. And I think
Yeah.
now the more we talk about it, a good thing that we did Tomodachi before this, because I think we have our most powerful character on our hands with Dad. His like canonical power level in the Atom universe is crazy.
Yeah, he
Cool.
would have made the Mitomo, or not Mitomo, Metopia grind like way lesser. Like he would have beat the boss first try.
100%. There would be no boss. He'd rewrite his stream. He's dead.
Unless he became the boss.
That would
Right,
That'd
because
be
you
tough.
you could have just as easily put him instead of Ferris's dad.
Yeah, true.
Okay, what if it said that we like do group reading and discuss it together?
I'd probably nap through that.
That's you, Sayori.
That is not from Tomodachi, but if he was, he would kill everyone else. Or no, he wouldn't. But he's just very powerful.
Yeah, put it on the fan wikis. So
Yeah.
God of this world.
Maybe God's not the right word. It's just like he's a
Omnipresent being.
yeah. He exists separate from time and space,
Yeah.
or rather,
Like-
he is time and space.
It's like it's not. He's just kind of like a normal. Like okay, he's not a normal person in the like. He has been like he exists everywhere, kind of like in every high school.
But yeah, as
At
long as the
every
concept
time?
of high school exists, he's there
Yeah.
in one form or another. Maybe he's a poster in one. Maybe he's a fluorescent light flickering on and off. In this one, he's a person, and he's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't really sound fun to most people anyway. You need to really catch their interest, you know?
This sucks. Why is it so hard?
Monica,
That's what she said.
what? Don't be sad or horny.
What do you like about literature, Sayori?
Me? Well, kind of what I said about the poem earlier. It gives you that chance to express yourself. Like, express yourself in ways you can't normally do when you're just doing your normal day and talking to your friends. I mean, we have so many thoughts and feelings that we just don't get to share, you know? It's intimate.
Yeah. How do we get across to people? We could be like, express your true self.
Be intimate with us.
Okay, that's kind of
No, I'm just kidding. Also, you did it first. Oh my gosh.
what? What is it?
I forgot all my things in my classroom. I must have gotten too excited and rushed here. Silly me, ha.
Rushed, but weren't you? Never mind. Do you want to go get your stuff then?
Oh, I'll forget it if I don't do it now.
Well, I'll wait for you then.
Okay, it'll only take a second.
Sayori dashes out of the room, leaving Monica momentarily alone. Monica sighs and starts jotting her thoughts on a sheet of paper.
Express yourself. Be who you want to be. Make new friends.
She's writing the Steam page.
Discover a new you? Discover your heart? Nah. Write your heart out? Nah. Right into your heart? Right the way into your heart? Join the literature club right the way into your heart.
It's like the song she sang.
That's lame.
No, you're lame. Monica!
You startled me!
I'm sorry, I just thought maybe you forgot your name and I should remind you. But it's something important. On the way to my classroom, there was a girl reading a book.
Reading a book?
That's her in Recruiter.
Wait, are you sure she's not just doing homework?
I could tell she was really into it.
Uh,
So either she really likes homework or we've got a prime candidate on our hands.
well, I guess we could take a look.
Which I know someone who just like has this thing for textbooks, so I don't really know.
Monica grabs one of her flyers and stands up from her desk. Two
They-
depart the classroom, with Sayori leading the way.
They fly now.
They fly now. This way.
You don't have to run,
You don't have to fly.
but it's
Sayori leads Monica over to a particular classroom and lowers her voice to a whisper.
See, in here.
Monica peers through the window. Sure enough, there's a girl sitting alone, intently reading a book.
I think she comes with a room.
I feel like a creep doing this.
You should go inside and talk to her.
Me?
Oh, you know what we could do? We could just change our club room to that one, and then now she's there, and she has to be there and in the club to be in that room. Easy.
Listen, I get what you're doing with the whole purple-haired girl comes in the room bit, but
What do you mean?
And I
yeah.
thought
And you thought your jokes were bad. No.
well, I was gonna say I thought I was obnoxious about it.
It was not obnoxious. And you're the president. I'd probably scare her away.
Okay, fine, I'll do it.
Again, I am a natural disaster. They call me the
Shit.
hurricane.
But that means you have to wear the bunny girl outfit.
What? No!
Anya takes a deep breath and then timidly enters the classroom.
That was fast.
Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed.
Why? What happened? Uncle Monica, what happened?
Yuri game.
No!
Well, I entered the classroom and she didn't even look up from her book. So I kind of just left the flyer on her desk and then walked out.
No,
That's kind of cute.
this is not-
Is
Listen
it?
to you.
It's just- I like just saying that, like, oh, just to like I was saying that yesterday at work. Like, some guy was talking about like, oh, Ivan, you're here again. We just can't get away from each other. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of cute.
I like that. It's got like kiss your homies sort of energy to it.
Yeah, it does. It's funny.
But I'm sure she'll see it and want to join the club.
Well, I hope so. Shall we head back now?
Yes.
To head back to the club room, Sayori feeling rather accomplished, and Monica still feeling a bit embarrassed by the encounter.
Oh, if she didn't see you, then what's there to be embarrassed about?
Upon returning, Monica and Sayori resumed their strategy meeting. They discussed various different kinds of recruitment tactics, from professional to silly. After going through Sayori's list and with Monica coming up with ideas of her own, the two end up in a better spot than from where they began.
Okay,
So-
so
so
what
we
if we
can't-
stood on the ceiling?
No.
No.
What if we paid people to be here?
Mm,
Like a reverse membership fee.
Okay, that would get people here. Wait, what's
what,
that?
what if they saw it as the most popular club and joined because of that?
Mm.
Well, that'd just be lying. I wouldn't want to lie to people to get them in here.
Why?
I still think we should revisit my cupcake idea.
Well, I say today was pretty productive, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think we're starting to make progress. But there is one thing I want to circle back to. We can talk about it later. I can't wait to get some new members. Hey, what's that?
Sayori peers at the sheet of paper Monica was jotting on earlier.
Oh, don't mind that. That's just the Steam description. I was just thinking to myself.
Join the literature club. Right the way to your heart. That's so cute.
I thought it was a little overdramatic.
Well, but
Sayori pauses and thinks for a moment.
you know, I don't think you give yourself enough credit.
Well, why? What do you mean? Is my credit score not high enough?
Well, I don't know. I feel like I can tell from talking to you today. It seems like you're always afraid of doing something wrong.
Yeah, like not paying my credit card on time, but
I'm not like a tax agent. Don't worry.
Wells Fargo will make that easy.
Right.
oh, I use Discover.
Well, either way, you can probably use Credit Karma by going to. Sorry. Would you call yourself a perfectionist?
Am I by answering this question, am I admitting to calling myself perfect, or am I admitting to wanting everything to be perfect?
The second thing, that's what a perfectionist is.
I consider myself more of a perfectionist.
All of the above.
What?
Yeah, I definitely am. I mean, I've always had an idea of how I want things to get in my head of how I want things to go, and it's like I can't accept anything less than that. But I think in the end, it helps me try my hardest at everything, so I don't think it's bad. So I'm, like with this club, we have such an opportunity to make it exactly how we want to envision it. But it feels like we only have one shot at it. So I'm just really afraid of it deviating from that vision.
What's the vision?
It's
Monica pauses to think, then shakes her head to herself.
Could I make the text easier to read? Maybe? That's about as far as I'm willing to go.
I don't think that changed anything.
It
Made
did.
the box a bit bigger.
Yeah, did it even change the text? Yeah, it does.
Okay.
I think Doge is on his phone might be the issue, but what we could do, Doge, is we could read it out loud. Then you wouldn't have to worry about the font size.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, Ivan, you start. All right.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Monica pauses to think and shakes her head to herself. She sighs.
Oh, so someone needs to take Monica.
I guess I can do it.
Go for it.
All right. I was just first come, first serve, I guess.
Right.
I don't know. I just want everyone to.
Oh, it's me. Monica trails off. Smiling, Sari taps her finger against the sheet of paper.
It feels weird doing it this way. I'm used to just what we always do, which is just sort of sit in silence and read it each at our own pace.
Yeah.
I feel like we should have been doing this the whole time.
True. This is like.
This is
I
way
think it's way better. It'll take a bit of getting used to, but I'm liking this.
Yeah, this is very nice.
Yeah. I think that's a quote. So you probably read that.
Right away into your heart. You sound like.
Adam, do you want to take Sari?
Sure. What voice should she have?
I don't know. Something girly, probably.
Do you remember the voice that you described to me when we were reading Clanad together? For Sunohara's sister?
It's maximum security.
Yeah, I feel like that voice would be funny for this one.
Yeah. Maybe a little less little girly, but I don't think they just sort of are interchangeable anyway. You're right. I think that what you're trying to do is to make a club that you need the most out of anyone.
Well, I like the way you emphasized the "you" when it was italicized. That was good.
Yeah. Honestly, give yourself a pat in the back for that one.
Yeah, I think we're naturals. Well, you're the one who knows your. Damn it! See, I can't get it right every time. I really fell off.
Hey, listen, we're all new to this, so we're working on it.
All the non-italicized "yous" in that sentence really got to me.
Yeah.
You're the one who knows yourself best, of course. But I'm here to help you.
Monica returns Sayori's. Yeah, Sayori's smile.
What did I do for Monica again?
Just your normal voice, but a little higher pitched.
It's sort of amazing how kind you are. Is
that
that
it?
it?
Down,
A little
lower.
We're gonna make this the best club ever. That's probably close enough.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we'll keep coming to you.
Right.
Keep going. You'll find
There's some more dialogue.
I mean, there's no wrong answer. It's not like we've done this before.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just want to keep it consistent with what I did the first time.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm saying like as you keep reading, I think you'll probably just like what'll feel most natural will be how you started.
Yeah.
And if it changes a little bit and you find one easier to do, then that's fine.
Yeah, shit happens. Sometimes you just gotta roll with it.
Yeah.
Gotta roll with life's punches.
This is new for all of us.
That's right. We're all learning. We're all getting stronger together.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I
Sayori
like that.
nods, and the two remain silent for a moment, lost in thought. The only sound is the steady whisper of the air conditioner.
Should we do selling sound effects?
Yes, 100%.
That'll probably make this a better experience. The only movement is the afternoon sunlight trickling its way in and out of the moving clouds.
I mean, this is a weird question, but are there like cicadas outside your house?
Not to my knowledge.
Like the buzzing or whatever on the mic, it's super quiet, don't worry about it, but it sounds like the anime sound effect for cicadas that like Evangelion spams. It's really
I
weird.
can kind of see that.
I'm not hearing anything outside my house, so it must be a weird I think it's called a hardware issue or a software issue, which means it's like happening inside my computer.
Right.
I think you found a bug.
Mm.
No, it's not a cicada. Like I don't hear any cicadas. And the only movement is the afternoon sunlight trickling its way in and out of the moving clouds. Siri breaks the moment with a big yawn.
Time to go home?
Oh, you tell me. You're the president.
I don't know. In that case, today's meeting is officially over. I look forward to tomorrow.
Me too. You shouldn't point at people. It's rude.
Well, what if I'm pointing in a general direction?
I guess that's fine, but you're a thin ice lady.
And I'm not really good at the improv thing. I think we should just stick to the dialogue.
Yeah,
boxes.
100%. We need to not riff on these characters at all.
Yeah, I like, dude, it's so hard. Oh man.
Anyway, you can go on ahead. I need a few minutes still.
Oh, I can wait.
That's all right. I just wanted some alone time.
Oh, in that case. Hold on, I need to charge this move. It's on a cooldown.
Actually, no. I think we just need to get better at riffing.
We can try.
How long have you said?
Yep. Holy Jesus.
Sorry, my bad.
What the hell is that?
Time distortion, you know?
No.
Don't worry about it.
Oh my Jesus Christ, it's so loud. God help me.
Dude, what the fuck?
Jesus,
the
did you
fuck?
hear that?
Yeah,
that
I
was
did.
that was so.
What the fuck happened? Are you alright?
That was the third time actually no, that was the fourth time that happened. You guys only heard the second two times. That was why I
Oh.
swapped to my webcam mic for a second.
Holy Lord.
I turned on the listen to this device on my microphone, and it started out with a really slight thing that sound like the cicadas you were talking about, but within seconds, like exponentially increased to what you guys heard.
You can't on yourself with static.
In like
It's
0.2 seconds. Holy hell, that was fucking nuts.
like it started like really quiet, but it was like in like less than a second, but I could hear like every second of it ramping up to the point that I had to take off my headphones. And then so I enabled and I basically enabled, like, as soon as I hit like enable listen to this device, it closed the little pop-up menu. That started happening. It started deafening me. I just disabled the microphone so I wouldn't have to hear it. Then I tried re-enabling it, hoping it would be off.
It happened again.
Then it happened again. Then I turned it back off. Then I went onto my webcam mic, said, "Give me a second,"
And then it happened again.
and then re-enabled it. You guys heard it for the first time.
Oh, really?
And
Okay.
then I just quickly disabled it again because it was too loud. And then I took off my headphones in preparation for enabling it. And then as quickly as I could, turning off the listen to this device.
It's too loud. I can't live like this.
The fuck did that happen? What the fuck?
That was like what a fast feedback loop. Here's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, whoa. Oh, we woke up Strummer. That's so funny.
Morning.
Yeah, I'll go into the VOD when we edit this, and hopefully there's some way in YouTube to lower the volume so that we can still I don't want to mute it. I want to lower it so that people can hear what we heard, but not it.
I'm Stamp Ivan jump scare.
Yeah.
I jump scared myself when I first turned it on.
Yeah.
It was can I look at the past tense so I can see what it sounds like on stream?
If somebody clipped it, I think we've been talking about it for too long for that to happen. But when this is over, I'll go in and I'll go look at it, and we can.
Yeah, we've been talking about it for too long.
That was crazy. I just wanted to see if I could hear it on my microphone if I listened to it. And then it was just fucking. I heard it that was scary. Having to go from quiet, and it didn't take a long time to ramp up, but I could feel every second of it ramping up.
It's like going over a roller coaster.
Yeah.
That was awesome. If anyone was lurking, now you're not. See, look, here's what we're gonna do. Every Adam stream at random
Lurk check.
lurk check. And every like
you know what time it is? Lurk check.
Lurk check.
Can we get a lurk check channel point thing for like 80,000 points?
It'll be like we'll grab the soundbite of what that was, right? We'll isolate that, and then we'll go into Audacity. I'll scream lurk check and then blare that, and for like 80,000 points you can have a lurk check, which is exactly what we just did.
It's ear deafening.
It's like the one video, the Despicable Me.
Yeah.
Of Despicable Me. And I think July. Are you guys excited for Minions: Rise of Gru?
I still haven't
I'm
seen the
beyond
first
ecstatic.
Minions, but I'd love to watch Minions: Rise of Gru. Make it 300. I'll have it be what Martin's like points are, where it like I don't have to do anything on my end; it just automatically does it. So I could get scared by lurk check if someone redeems it and I'm not paying attention.
Yeah, I can tell you how to set up sound alerts if you really want to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Just for lurk check.
You should have like a couple different you should have a couple different like versions where like the
It's
base one is like 50,000. Then you can get pay
Lurk check
50,000, it
premium.
happens immediately. Pay 60,000, it happens in 10 seconds.
Oh,
Pay
so you give more delay to
70,000,
allow people to
so
forget
can
that
get
you
more
redeemed it.
delay to forget that you redeemed it. And also, if you buy all of them at like the same instant, or if you like
Oh my god.
collaborate with other people, like you can get them all to play at the same time.
Lurk check is gonna be a really scary addition to the stream, but I'm really excited.
And hey, we played 2 horror games, you know, might as well add a bit of a bit of fear. That's what we've been missing.
Yeah.
Lurk
It's
check.
the best SAO tag.
Fear.
Fear.
It's not even a tag, it's like a content warning. Rated R for fear. What?
Zeri waves enthusiastically at Monica.
Alright,
Oh,
I decided
yeah.
to charge that. Good luck. My head
Monica
hurts.
smiles. Waves in return.
Boys, smile and wave.
Zeri waves spins her way out of the club room.
My ears hurt so bad.
That was like that sound like unilaterally came from like every geometric point on the Earth's surface at the same like instant.
That was Dad being born.
It's like he's here now. It's like that sound didn't come from any direction. It came from like the Earth itself, like pulsating at those frequencies.
Yeah.
It's a solar flare. You're listening to a fucking man be born from the power of the sun.
Yeah. Look forward to the next edition of Adam, where we will have the lurk check reward. Yo, lurk check! I can't wait. All right.
We should let them. We should find a way to let like people buy multiple of them, but they can only play at like certain intervals. So like a ton of people could buy them like all at once, and then like they would just like they could bank them all if everyone in the channel pooled their points together. And for the next 40 streams, they can only play at like 1 hour intervals. It's like that every like next 40 hours of streaming they would play. All alone, she sighs to herself and takes a minute to zone out. She wasn't prepared for the self-reflection encouraged by Sayori, but she decides it was something she probably needed right now.
Well, since no one's here, I might as well talk to myself.
Unless someone's lurking. You might need to check for that.
I want to do a look check before you start monologuing out loud to yourself, just to make sure no one's
Ivan, not
listening
that I
in.
want you to under any circumstance, but can you do that on command? Like, could you set up this situations to make that happen again?
All I did, dude, was just do the control panel. You know, my stupid thing. I just clicked listen to this device, apply. I did nothing aside from that. I only clicked.
Oh my
That was why
god.
I fucking jump scared me. I just wanted to hear the buzzing in the background,
And
I
you
heard it
heard
for
the
a split
buzzing, all right.
second before it exponentially increased in a matter of seconds to anything beyond my wildest dreams.
The fact that that sounds like a German thing's a compliment. Thank you, Dutch.
club that I need the most. I don't get it. I just wanted to start a club with more passion. Something that I could use to help lead people to happiness. Literature is the key to that, because it's the window into the real person inside of us. Underneath the person who's forced to always smile and blend in.
In other words,
Wh-
wait, I'll remember the version that's not the wrong one. Wear a mask with a smile for hours at a time. I got it. It
What?
took
I mean, this
every-
game did come out after. Did this game come out after Dream Mask?
Yes. Was it
Wait,
written
Man.
after that? I don't know, but it came out after it.
Dan, you slimy dog, you.
Yeah. It took every ounce of self-restraint I had to not go, suck his dick with a smile for hours at a time. See, in your recommendation, it claims that purple boys play Valorant. As a purple boy, is this true? There are other purple boys besides me. If it were up to me, I wouldn't let them play Valorant. They'd be playing Counter-Strike like real men.
Hashtag not all purple boys.
Yeah. But yeah, purple boys can play Valorant. I just wouldn't like them to. It reflects badly on me as a fellow purple boy.
And they get some certain spyware on their computer that doesn't like let you properly boot up like certain other programs because of Riot
Right.
anti-cheat's crazy.
Let's see. What's the trifecta? There's Valorant, there's Genshin Impact, and then what's the third horseman of the spyware apocalypse?
Huh.
There has to
mean,
be more.
Fortnite.
Optifine.
Well, Fortnite's owned by Tencent.
Oh,
I mean, so is Valorant.
is
Is
Genshin? I don't know.
No, Genshin's separate, but still China.
What it is?
Yeah, that's why I named myself Gun McBaseball. Because
I like that.
I was afraid the game would be too Chinese, so I had to be American.
I had Aloysius Nigmo. And a really good password.
Yeah.
Very secure password.
Very secure. It's nice. Like, not a lot of people know that password. And that's what makes it good.
Mm. Hopefully only you should, but that's not the case.
True.
The person who's forced to be Dream.
Apparently MiHoYo
Yeah.
Genshin Impact people have a. I just look at their Wikipedia page, see if I can find a parent company button to see if there's anyone above them. And in 2011, they have a game titled "Fly Me to the Moon."
Oh, everything is Fly Me to the Moon. There are other
Is it-
songs. There are more songs than that.
Oh, that's 4. Count them 4. I guess Eastern media that unnecessarily reference Frank Sinatra.
Yeah. There's more. I swear they look up songs popular in America. Frank Sinatra. Yes. We will put that in our everything because America know that and America like that.
Granted, I'm forgetting my. Oh, sorry.
And then all
no,
the
I remember my
Japanese
list.
businessmen exchange business cards with two hands and
Dude, I
bow.
just dude, controversies tab. On April 24th, 2021, the police in Shanghai arrested a man armed with a knife who reportedly planned to assassinate MiHoYo's founders. He was said to have been upset about changes to Honkai Impact 3rd. This was after MiHoYo experienced backlash by Chinese fans who were angry with the global version of the game received exclusive Bunny Girl and gambling-themed music video and game story as a part of collaboration with Myth and Roid, but not the Chinese version. Because of like Chinese censorship. Crazy.
So
I gotta
They
go-
could kill for a buddy girl.
That guy was gonna go and kill those people. Shit, he was committed. I got respect for that guy.
among other things, he was committed. Yeah, hopefully committed to a mental institution.
They don't have those. They don't have those.
Probably not in China.
Yeah.
Monica suddenly notices a folder on the floor by her desk.
Shit! Did Sayori leave this behind?
Monica, this is a top secret mission from headquarters. This
Well,
folder
should I
will
choose to accept
self-destruct.
it?
Should you choose to accept it?
I hope it doesn't have her homework in it. Or maybe it's her homework folder.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. Now I want to open it.
Monica opens the folder to check.
Poems.
It's a folder of poems.
No! And it's a long one, too.
Oh, Sayori.
In a second. Hold on, I'm gonna get a drink.
But there's no music.
There's quiet music. I can turn it up. Last time I tried to open volume mixer, it wigged everything out. Let's try this again.
Your mom.
No.
Volume mixer, please. There you go. Thank you.
Hey, if I were that guy and like if a Chinese company gave preferential
Good night,
treatment
Strummer.
to like actually no dude, I'm gonna go and kill the people that made Dokkan Battle Dragon Ball Gacha game, because you know what they did like years ago. I remember this like sophomore or freshman year. There was like basically what happened is in the description for like one of the summon banners, they accidentally like messed up how they spelled the name of one of the characters. So in exchange to the JP players, they gave them like a whole like a whole multi summons worth of summon currency. And this is like that, so that's 50. That's like 50 summon currency. Okay, 50 summon currency because they accidentally misspelled a name. To the global people, the global, not the JP, they gave 4. What the fuck, dude?
Thing is, was it a mistranslation in English? Or was it a Japanese mistranslation, or was it like an
It was
English
like misspelled.
mistranslation?
Like no, these are like it's like 2 different like apps, like 2 different games. It's like different, and like it was like same error. Like they they put like I don't know if it was a name or something. It might have been like a number they put wrong on there or something, but they like messed up like some of the words on it or something. And they gave like 50 summon currency to the JP people. And to us, we got 5. So yeah, I think they need if there's anyone that needs to be killed, it's right there.
Today, I will threaten a developer anonymously on the internet.
I can't wait to be a game developer.
I didn't say that, by the way. It wasn't me. I didn't say that.
In Minecraft.
Game end.
Become the flower. A feeling of joy is a flower plucked from the ground. The color, the scent, it's so pretty in my hair. Every day I pluck some flowers, as though they just grew out of me. A lifetime of peace and nourishment, yanked away in an instant. All for me, all for joy. I need more. I need more joy. I need more happy. Pluck, pluck, pluck every day. Pluck. No, I'm not doing that. The free in my hair. You're going to die, and you too, and every other game development studio that doesn't give me my bunny girl outfits.
True.
Beneath my feet, a flower stands alone. It beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what end, Covis? I look in every direction, and in the field I stand in, the prosperous field, the fruits of my labor, the carnage of my joy, and that's why I've decided I must become the flower.
To what end, Covis? Here, let me show you.
And then Covis turns into a flower.
It'll be sad. I'd cry.
The hell?
What the?
This bitch depressed as fuck.
I skipped a line? I did? Where? What? Of the poem? Sorry.
I don't think you skipped the line. What?
My bad if I did.
Sayuri?
I missed the wasteland line. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, if only we could look back at the.
You got
mail.
The fuck?
Hold on. I need to go look at the thing, real quick. That's why there were so many palm
Mail.
slots. Oh, the prosperous field is a barren wasteland. Yeah, that was important. Sorry, that was a little. That was a psychological test of me, where if I ignore my problems, they'll go away, and that's what I just did. Oh, they get new ones.
New art.
Picked it up from the achievements yesterday. Oh, more songs. Why didn't you tell me which ones were new? Oh, I like that one. That's the one it was.
It's Breath of the Wild music.
Yeah, a little bit. Eye of Laster. Have a nice weekend. Oh no, I know what have a nice weekend means. Never mind.
Damn, bro, they got lore for the employees at Metaverse Enterprise Solutions. What the hell?
Yeah. I got this, don't worry. I am on leave the rest of the week. Contact Ravi if you need to schedule a summer time, but I expect my jobs to run for a few days since we've collected so much data this week. How about we arrange a meeting to discuss the results when I return?
Alright, so you're Ive.
Yeah. So hopefully there's a character named Mar that you can be, Ivan, and then a character named Ad that Martin can be.
Yeah.
But have a nice weekend is, I guess we never looked at it. We probably could have in that little file section, but in the time between, or no, when Yuri stabs herself, a file goes in your file thing called "Have a nice weekend," because haha, you won't. And I think there's just either some Monica dialogue or some weird, disgusting, horrible image or what have you.
I thought it was the Steam description of the game.
No, that is that's what's in the traceback text when Yuri is rapping.
Oh.
So that's, I think I caught that. Thank you, Dan, for still fucking with me. Also, what the hell is whatever if you need server time? Like, what the fuck?
Lore. The
Is-
devs got lore.
Huh.
I fucking love lore.
I suppose we will figure more of this out as we get mail. That's not what I expected the mail to be. I was hoping characters would email you or something.
I mean, I thought it would be just a funny way to email. They have to email you the game every time you want to replay it.
Mm. All right, only makes sense to do part 2. Okay.
I'd say you won't look at it.
I need, if only for more emails from our favorite Indian tech support guy, Ive Laster.
Like, if his name was Mo, that'd be a terrible last name.
Mo Lester, 100%. I'm trying to figure out what the pun in Ive Laster is. Sounds like Eye Blaster.
I've last her.
I've last her.
I mean, it sounds like one of those hardly knower jokes.
It sounds like Speeve. I have outlasted her. I've last her. I don't know. She believed. He lied. Speeve.
Another day passes in a flash. It's already time for the next club meeting.
Another day, another dollar.
Although Monica should have come up with a plan for today's club tasks, she has been able to shake her guilt and anxiety after reading Sailor's poem.
Owen's contact in my phone is Owen, that band guy I don't know, still from your, initially talking to him and meeting him at your party, Martin. I will
You
make
can
this
change
quick.
that.
I am not gonna.
Granted, I want to hear what Owen is saying because,
Owen doesn't deserve privacy.
yeah. I mean, does Owen fall under the neurodivergent and a minor thing?
What?
Have you not heard of that? It's the stupid thing that Tumblr people say. I'm just like,
No.
I'm literally neurodivergent and a minor. So, I don't know. You can't harass me.
I don't know what you're on about.
I don't know, Ivan. The fact that you don't get it just means that
The fact that you do get it means that you need to spend less time on the internet.
you can't criticize me. I'm neurodivergent and a minor. L plus ratio plus fuck you.
No, you're the one that like is like telling me that like you're like, oh, you don't understand Tumblr talk. Am I really the one who's in a worse off situation here?
Oh yeah, no, I don't deny that.
Dude, right now. Ooh, these bad guys who they don't even know what they about to face. Here, dude, watch this, watch this.
It's just an eternal loading screen for me.
There we go. So look at this. Take a look at this. So right here, boom. Oh, wrong one. Reversed. Boom. Boom. Boom.
Did that say suspicious skill? Or no, suspicious medicine.
It does say that. Now what I'm gonna do is fuck hold on. It's this one. Fuck.
Why does the cutscene like change the aspect ratio of the game?
It gives it a well. So you see all the empty space right here? It's because when the game was made, phones didn't have this wide of a screen because they got rid. There
Right.
used to be the home button and stuff. So yeah, sometimes shit just happens, Martin. Deal with it.
Shit happens. It's like a.
Oh fuck!
No, I can't come up with a funny joke for that.
I don't want to target that one.
And kill them. End it.
Now,
Yellow.
boom. Hold on, watch this.
Kill her now. Kill her now.
Boom and no, actually no. Boom and boom. Here we go.
What's happening? Are we,
This is the game finishing turn right here.
or
This
is
is
Yeah.
it. This is it. Boom. Boom.
what's going on?
Whoa. Whoa. Boo. What? Dude. Whoa.
Whoa, that was like 70,000. No effect. What the hell?
Damn. 191,000 damage. Boom.
What are you playing?
Boom. Game over. What can I say? That's how it works around here.
That's how
it
Mafia
around
works.
So I'm a level 999 boss. I'll tell you what I should be playing, and it's the stupid Office Idle game that I've not
Oh
opened
yeah.
since I downloaded.
I uninstalled that too.
Yeah, I think I deleted that. Yeah. Yeah,
But
it's
we
gone.
got what was his name?
Who?
Black guy.
I don't know.
Agil?
No, The Office.
No, we're talking about The Office, Martin. We're
Wait,
talking
hold
about-
on. Like the Michael's.
Yeah, like Michael Scott, The Office
Michael
gotcha
Scott,
game.
The Office. What the
like,
fuck?
Yeah.
What the hell? You got. I think his name was Stanley.
Yeah, we had Stanley. Ivan and I got to the Stanley section, and then we're like, all right, we have played enough of this game.
It's a gotcha game where you get to use Jim's pranks on Dwight as a video game.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
It's not
I
awesome.
I wish it were like a gambling gotcha game, but it's like
It's not.
it's basically just what's it called, like Adventure Capitalist.
Yeah.
But Michael Scott Office.
But Michael Scott
Yeah.
Office, yeah.
But Gru Office.
The Gru. No, Doge. No. I owe you one later. Not now. No.
Not tonight, honey.
They say I think they say Walker Texas Ranger in one of the dad songs.
The one time I saw my dad,
No.
and he was looking really. Those ones?
No.
No, like dad, like DAD, like dad, like
Michael Nathan Barnett.
like Nathan Barnett dad, like dad who was No, I'm trying to think. What's the Andan? Like Andan Dad? That's his real name, right? He's like a Lieutenant Andan. or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that's fighting, I think,
Yo.
Matt Watson right now.
Yeah, I saw because I still get notifications from him on my phone, even though I haven't watched his videos in like years. But what was it? I saw Matt Watson in the title, but dude, I remember the Black Detective. I don't remember what his name might have been Carl.
Vaguely, I don't remember watching very many of the
Uh,
dad videos.
Oh, that dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Black Detective Carl or something. I remember I got like surreal because like he's a character in Dad, and I saw him in that, and then I saw him on like a commercial for Carl's Jr. And I was like, what the fuck?
Granted, I saw Nathan Barnett in an episode of Adam Ruins Everything, like the College Humor guy.
Oh.
Um,
Ooh,
Like-
I hate that guy. I share a name with that guy. Ooh.
I don't know if I can blow his head off.
Ooh.
I want to box Adam Conover.
I remember when like
I don't think I'd
he's-
win, but I want to kick. I just want to strangle him. Well, actually, the betas are the alphas of love. Kill yourself! Shut up!
I remember what was it? I remember watching like Steven Crowder watch one of his videos and like it being so retarded. It was his video on immigration and just like everything that's like the argument against like whatever the system is, like whatever like anti-immigration whatever everything that was like an argument against it, he just said was like a plus or something, where he's like, people are like, yo, it's like a revolving door. People come in here, like take jobs, and then like just take the money back down to Mexico and whatnot. And like it's like, you know, because like people who don't want that say that because like, you know, they're in like, then it's like they're taking money just out of our economy and leaving it and taking it to other places, which like we don't want happening. And he's like, but then he just says it though, but like
Good
I don't know.
night, Doge.
I'm so stupid. How did I let myself be the center of attention? Sayori's going through these kinds of feelings, and I'm letting her comfort me instead of the other way around. What kind of club president does that? I mean, this whole time I didn't even think that. Well, no shit, Sherlock.
Hey,
I didn't
you're the one
even-
that asked.
You're not even real yet.
Actually, I am.
Yeah,
Did you not hear the sound of me being heard?
Okay,
the
all right.
loudest sound to date on stream ever.
Anyway, let me monologue in peace, Danny.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, go for it.
This whole time I didn't even think about her own feeling. So much for this stupid vision. You don't need to be born a second time, goddamn.
I was going to itch my ear and my hand went where I didn't want it to go.
Phrasing.
Sayori enters the clubroom with her usual smile. But upon seeing the downcast Monica, her smile quickly fades and turns into an expression of concern.
Monica, is everything okay?
I went through your homework folder.
What?
I'm really sorry. I'm such a terrible friend.
What? What are you talking about? You're an amazing friend.
Monica shakes her head.
I mean, I made all this about myself. Even you said so yesterday. I mean, you told me I'm trying to make the club that I need the most, right? Or at least that's what you were trying to say with all the U's. But my problems are also trivial compared to yours.
What are you talking about?
But as she says that, her face darkens. Through the silence, Sayori mutters her realization.
I left my folder here.
Monica stares blankly ahead, unable to come up with a response.
I wasn't ready to share this. Now you're worrying about me. I don't want that.
But why? We're friends, right?
Wordlessly, Sayori nods.
I mean, friends look out for each other. I mean, I want to be here for you as much as you're here for me.
Another long moment passes in silence. The air is incredibly heavy.
Well, this is different. It wasn't just about you yesterday, it was about the club. And besides, things were so happy yesterday. You don't need to do this all of a sudden. I don't want it. I like happy, so if you do this, then you're just being selfish.
No, you're being selfish.
No. Shut up.
I thought you were gonna do it back.
Monica massages her forehead, struggling through the frustration of such a paradox. It's understandable that Sayori isn't ready to share certain things, but as unfair as it is for Monica to pry, it is also painful for Monica to force herself to ignore the needs of her friend.
I'm sorry I looked. I disrespected your privacy.
No, I don't blame you for looking. You would have at least needed to check if it was mine.
Yeah.
Monica takes a deep breath.
Oh, wow.
Okay. I understand that you don't want me to worry. And I think I'll be able to put this aside so that we can move on. But can you promise me something?
I promise you what?
Monica pauses to collect her thoughts.
This is the Literature Club. It's a place where people can express themselves in ways that normally life doesn't allow them to. That's the vision. In fact, it's our vision. Right the way into your heart, or whatever. So I just want you to promise me that you'll remember that, too. It doesn't have to be right now, but I want to be here for you when you need it. I want us to be ourselves like that.
Sayori smiles gently.
I promise if you promise.
Unable to help it, Monica returns Sayori's smile.
I promise.
Me too. I got it
As
right
the
that time.
conversation closes, the mood in the room is lifted. With that behind them, it's time to proceed with club activities.
So, want to teach me about poetry?
Huh? But what about recruitment?
That's fine. We have plenty of time for that. But right now, I feel like I want to do this. I mean, I do have to fulfill my end of the promise, you know?
There's no way I can say no to that. Just don't expect much. I do a lot of writing, but it's not like I'm a scholar or anything. Because
That's fine. I just need to think of some, motivation. I'll never know where to start when it comes to writing poems.
well, starting isn't so hard. You just kind of need to write down your feelings and see where it takes you.
Yeah, but that wouldn't come out any good.
What's that supposed to? You're gonna have to fight your perfectionist mind on this one. You can start by writing your feelings and see what kinds of things it makes you think of. And then you can turn your feelings into a little story.
Hmm.
You can get your feelings down first and then make it sound pretty later. It's not like building a railroad where you go from one end to the other. It's more like a collage where you find all the things you want to put in and then you arrange them in a pretty way. At least that's how I do it. It's not like that's the only way. But it's a really good way to not get stuck right at the beginning.
I understand.
That was a Monica's writing tip of the day later. Like she says that. Like just get something down on paper and figure it out later.
Lore.
Lore. I know.
I fucking love lore.
It's like whenever they play like the Powerpuff Girls theme song and they have the guy like writing on the whiteboard, like the fat nerdy guy writing on the whiteboard. I swear to God, that's me right now, unfortunately. Yes, Steven, lore located.
Everyone point and do the soy Wojak face and say, lore.
Lore. Oh. I did it from a bunch of angles. You're welcome.
Yeah, I always get so caught up in how it sounds that I forget what is actually important.
Monica pulls out a pen and paper and start writing on.
Lore.
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 Yo, lore check.
Lore. Lore check.
You didn't have to cut me off.
last night when I was driving home from like work at like I don't know, like 10, like me and Jonah stopped and picked up Cade because he stayed the night. And we were sitting in the drive-through at a Del Taco, and I'm in the middle of ordering when I realized that coming from somewhere outside the car,
Is that
like
song?
I realized that I had been listening to thunder, lightning, thunder, like for like the past like 30 seconds. I just started dying laughing, and I just like looked over to Jonah, who's in the passenger seat. And I was like, thunder. And they both realized that like it was playing too, because like it was really quiet, like coming from
Like
somewhere
another car or
outside,
something.
like the car behind us or something. And like I could not stop laughing, and like I managed to finish ordering, and by the time we pulled up to like
Oh,
I
no
don't know,
way.
wait, it stopped playing. And it was like we were like, what? And then we started playing like random Imagine Dragons songs for the remainder of the way home.
Radioactive.
It is so fucking cool, dude. I love Imagine Dragons. I can't get enough of them.
You love Imagine.
I hate that even though
I
you
was so
didn't say
exci-
syllables.
I was so excited to say it that I didn't actually say it.
Imagine dragging these nuts across your face is from Martinese to English on that one.
I was so excited. Imagine Dragons. It's hilarious. I'm just kidding.
Dude, don't even try and make fun of them in front of me. You don't even know what I'll do to you. Monica scribbles out "you idiot" after she writes it down.
No, keep it.
Why? Are you calling me Bork?
Well, of course not, because I'd use the normal word for it. But the point is that you're not supposed to police your feelings, right? Be as dramatic as you want.
But I just. Well, yeah.
Underneath the scribbles, Monica rewrites "you idiot" as she stares at the paper. Her words stare back at her.
I didn't need to draw the googly eyes.
I like them.
It's
I mean,
kind of
there's-
funny.
There's two eyes in idiot, so it works.
I mean,
Depends on
yeah,
how you spell it.
I. Third one. It was
Oh my
kind of
God.
funny how I wrote it down. It's kind of. The words are really getting to me. My brain functions lower, and I get the.
Wait,
Second.
there's two eyes in idiot.
Like I said, it depends on how you write it.
It's kind of funny how I wrote down what I'm mad at myself for, and then I did the exact same thing anyway. This is really gonna take some getting used to.
I believe in you.
Thanks.
Idiot.
I do too. I mean, but you also, of course.
Monica continues the exercise, jotting down her thoughts. It's surprisingly quite the struggle to write without overthinking.
20 reps. Metaphor. Simile.
Anaphora.
Alliteration. 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 Alliteration.
I get it.
But after a while, with Sayori's guidance and encouragement, Monica's sheet of paper begins to look fairly lively, peppered with all of her random thoughts.
Woo!
I was thinking, like, if I were just writing all, like, the random thoughts that came to my head in, like, a continuous string on a piece of paper, how long would it take before I wrote down a word that I shouldn't write on the paper?
Now that that's at the forefront of
that's-
your mind, not very long.
Yeah, that's a test that you have to, like,
Yeah.
run on yourself.
Or here, Ivan, how long did it take from you to imagining you writing down all of your thoughts to you writing down that word? That's how long it would take. So
Alright.
not long at all.
Uh-oh.
I mean, another question is, when did I really think about what I would write down? Monica looks up and down at her sheet.
Gosh, I feel so tense looking at this. I hate it. But it's also kind of liberating.
Mm-hmm. I can tell how hard you're trying. It makes me happy. I think you'll be good at writing poems.
Don't give me too much credit. I only have 500.
It's enough with the credit.
I have to try really, really hard at it, okay? But I think it's something that I'll enjoy doing. With you.
Sayori beams. Shit, I didn't know she could do that.
I'll stop here, but we still have time. So let's try to work on a new flyer for the club. I won't be so picky about the language.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna draw a whole bunch of circles on it. With faces.
Those are just called smiley faces.
No. They're
Well, now with that attitude.
dongos.
Monica and Sayori proceed with their work.
Actually, dongos aren't circular shaped, they're more oblong.
You're oblong. Shut up. You have bones.
You have bones and a dongo doesn't. Therefore, your point is invalid. With each passing day, the two of them become more confident in the club.
You
Not
gotta
simply
put
from
them
their
in the
recruitment
line.
planning, but from their vision as well. As their bond strengthens, so does the essence of the literature club. Finally, they begin to truly feel it's only a matter of time before they find more members.
Very nice.
More. There's.
There is
These
more.
are long.
These are omega long. I mean, again, my number one wish when finishing the game for the first time was, man, I just want them to talk forever. So I got my wish.
Another day passes.
Another day,
Now I have $3.
another dollar.
As usual, Monica is the first one in the club room.
I kind of wish they let you save during these, if they're gonna be as long as they are.
No, fuck you.
I guess there's two parts, but still. What's the point of not having me save?
I mean, you have like save slots for these things when you have to access them from like a different menu.
Yeah, you could just hit like, or either that or like a restore point where if you clicked on like this part again, it's like, do you want to continue from where you left off? Yes, no,
Yeah, there you go. That's a better idea. Now you're thinking.
I am.
With her is the printout of the revised literature club flyer, complete with all the new ideas Monica and Sayori came up with.
I felt like it was the flyer that we gave to that one reading girl the other day. I mean, it's so much more attractive than the old one.
I know, it's got me on it.
Well,
I'm the stick figure right there. Can't you tell?
The new catchphrase is featured clearly in the center of the flyer. Write the way into your heart. Surely common sense would say that one writes from the heart, not into the heart. But the
yeah,
message-
Doki Doki, like heartbeat.
Correct.
Damn, you're right.
Dan,
But
you're
the
right.
Message, but the message being delivered is one that can use writing, or one can use writing to discover themselves. I don't need to discover myself. I know that I'm right here. Hopefully,
It's a
Monica
bet-
and Sayori had thought that it would be enough to garner some curiosity from students.
I read that as gamer.
It would have been like funny if like they like the R and N were moved unnaturally close to each other.
They were enough for me, seems like.
Good mood. Golly gee, why do I feel so tense looking at this?
I've never heard you use the words golly gee before. I don't think I like
You're
it.
not in this episode.
What? What an awesome paradox of a chatter episode.
Monica thinks back to the previous meeting when she performed the writing exercise.
Was I always this bad at my spread? But clearly,
Apparently.
I I mean, how am I supposed to be president if I can't even demonstrate what the club is supposed to be about, much less talk monologue to myself?
Also, hell yeah, Mario Bros 2 is sick. I love that game. It's so good. Shout out to all the Toad homies out there. Actually, no, I think I played as Luigi. Whatever.
They keep on censoring Red Toad.
Yellow Toad?
No, because Red Toad was in Mario 2, Mario Bros 2,
He was-
but then they made him blue.
He wasn't blue in that?
No.
Oh. I could have sworn he was blue in Mario 2.
Nah,
Nope.
they're lying to
you're
you.
wrong.
Because Mario's red,
Nintendo's hiding the truth about Red Toad.
Luigi's green, Peach is pink, and then Toad is blue.
Well, yeah, in New Super Mario, sorry, not New. In Mario 3D World.
Nah, but like... No, in Mario 2. Because Mario is red, Toad can't also be red.
Nah, he's also red.
But I played that one.
He has a blue vest, but he's red. He's red, Adam.
He's red.
I guess I did play as
as-
Luigi, but like... Nah, he's blue. Shoot. I will correct myself on that later.
He's blue in the NES version, but he's red
Aha!
in the All Stars version.
That's the one I played. I played that on the NES. He is blue. I was right, kind of. That's a good Mario.
With that, the weight on Monica's shoulders only becomes heavier.
In other words, I love Mario.
The big club was always about rigid structure, formulating airtight points and counterpoints and delivering them with conviction. It was about the person on the outside. That's why Monica was so good at it. It existed entirely within her realm of comfort.
It's suffocating. I can't. I need to break through this mental wall. I need to learn to express myself for real.
Do you
It's a
need-
metaphor.
Sorry?
Monica pulls out a sheet of paper and grabs her pen.
Mm,
Presses the tip of the pen firmly against the paper.
no pens. No more pens. This game isn't allowed to pen anymore.
But her hand doesn't move. Instead, a tiny blot of ink collects around the tip of her pen.
Shit, I'm using a fountain pen?
Monica lifts her pen and stares at the little blotch. For some reason, she feels compelled to run her finger across it.
Don't drink that. It doesn't taste good.
As
Sorry.
she does so, the black ink smears across the paper, ruining Monica's canvas.
This isn't a good poem. This is like a modern art show.
Out of spite for herself, Monica presses her pen down once again, letting the ink collect. Creates a second smear on the paper.
I can sell this for money.
No.
Like, no, come on, Monica. Just move your hand.
Another lyric.
Monica writes.
Haha.
Smudge. Smudge. This is what I get for seeking perfection. A stain. Now you can sell that in an art show.
No.
You get, like, Rich billionaires would pay so much money to buy that and write it off as a tax expense. And then you get the money.
What is with you? Your credit and your taxes and your stain. Sorry. Is there like some financial trouble that you're in? Do you need help
can-
with
all right,
that?
listen.
I don't think I can help with that.
The literature club is meant to fill my psychological needs, but it's all about that dollar.
No.
All the
How are you selling out? There's two
money,
people here, and
money.
one of them's you.
Hey, I'm not selling out the literature club. That's my passion project. But you know, you gotta have a side hustle.
a sussel, if you will.
Like Graveyard. Or
Monica
Grard, if you
slides
will.
the paper away from her and puts her head down on the deck. Graveyard's okay because that's the name of a Clash Royale card.
Oh My mistake.
The air conditioner seems louder today.
Oh,
Uh,
I was gonna say that's our contextualization for Ivan's slight mic buzzing. I'm here.
I hear.
God damn it.
Just doing a bit. Truly.
I
Just-
know, but if the joke's at my expense, don't be surprised when I don't laugh. That's all I'm saying.
Womp, 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 womp.
Okay, well now I feel bad. It's true though. That's funny. See, that's at no one's expense.
Clown?
Yeah, clowns are funny. I like clowns. I think they
I
get
think they're scary.
I don't. It's scary. Why?
I mean, horror movies have really done a lot
Well,
to make
sure,
them scary.
but horror movies also.
And
make...
also, it's like they occupy a weird, uncanny valley.
No, they occupy a hilarious valley where 11 of them can fit in a tiny little Prius. It's funny.
Weird.
It's
so,
not
so
weird.
cramped in there.
It's funny because that doesn't make sense.
They're big old shoes.
Yeah. People don't wear shoes like that. It's funny.
You're the weird one for not finding them funny. As simple as that.
I think both of you are clowning me.
I don't know. I think, yeah, sure, horror movie clowns are scary, but that's because it's a horror movie. That's the point. But like clowns, like the funny clowns that tell jokes and do birthday parties and juggle. I like them. They're funny.
Monica hears Sayori approach her desk, then stop for a second, probably reading a piece of paper. Then she sits down on the adjacent desk.
Bad day.
No, I was thinking of selling this stuff.
What?
Make a good
Me too.
fungible token.
No. Come on.
Okay, I won't. Not tonight, honey.
We can talk about club monetization. That's a conversation for way later down the line.
I mean, people can then join for free and then a few years later probably pay a $14 membership fee. That sounds fair.
You know, maybe that could work. So you've done it. You found the objectively best stoner movie. Yes, Bill and Ted. It is a great stoner movie that stars two stoners, and one of them is Keanu Chungus Wholesome Reeves. Best stoner movie.
I mean, I think the only one I've seen is a few Seth Rogen movies, and then Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle.
What's the? I forget what the movie's called. Oh, that's what he's talking about.
Well,
Yeah. If anyone knows the movie where like the two guys. Oh no, Dude, Where's My Car? Dude, Where's My Car is a legendary stoner movie. I don't know, like the most famous scene from it, I think, is like they go to a Chinese restaurant drive-through. Like, can we get some fried rice and some wonton balls? And they go like after every order, the like little Chinese takeout box with a speaker in it goes, and then they just like, and 2 Cokes, and then I guess like crunchy noodles on the side, and then no, that's it, and then no, that's our order, we're done. And it just goes on like that, where they get like more and more frustrated at like, and then being the only thing that the lady is saying. It just devolves to no and then. It was ultimate stoner movie. There's more to it, but that's the important part.
anyway, what are you in for?
Sorry, there are a lot of good stoner movies out there, and I still need to watch Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle.
It's on Netflix right now
Ah,
because they brought it back. It was off Netflix for a while, but then they put it back on.
Steins Gate's been off Netflix for a while.
What the heck?
Still haven't brought that back.
Yeah, what the hell?
Fucking Hulu.
The new flyer looks good. You've been working so hard
Oh, yeah, I got it from the printers last week.
on the club, but also something else, I think.
I can't do it. I'm sorry. It's just so hard to just be vulnerable.
Hmm.
Saori takes a sheet of paper from Monica's desk. She writes something down, then stares at it for a while.
Can I trust you?
Of course. I mean, you can trust me with anything.
Like, if my life was in your hands for some reason. Okay. Never mind, that's stupid.
Saori gazes at Monica with sadness in her eyes. Understanding the signal, Monica takes the paper from Saori's desk and reads it.
Not again. Oh. Sometimes I want to die.
Really? That's all it says? I thought it'd be a little longer.
No.
Oh, shit! Sayori.
No, it's this is really hard for me.
Her voice shakes.
So if I can do it, then you can too. Because you're like a million times better than me.
That's completely not true.
Saori takes a deep breath, trying to steady herself.
That's something about me that I've never told anyone before. Even now, my head is like screaming at me to stop.
Wait, I mean, you don't have to force yourself. I mean, just because of the promise yesterday, it doesn't...
I want to. It just feels right. I mean, maybe it's part of the reason I came to this club in the first place. This is the literature club. I trust you more than I'm scared.
At those words, Monica stands up. Saori must have taken days to work up the courage for this. Where were Monica's own futile but genuine efforts actually the push that Saori needed? Saori's deliberate breaths can be heard over the air conditioner. As she prepares herself to continue, Monica waits in a gentle silence.
Oh, no. Steven, he means like a life full of struggle and a fedora full of dreams describes the average 4chan user.
Yeah.
He wasn't
Same with Reddit.
Yeah, he wasn't calling you an average 4chan user,
Well, I mean,
I think. I have this problem where I get really upset when people worry too much about me. I can't control it. It's like, why waste your energy worrying about me when you can just be happy instead? So I never tell anyone about these kinds of thoughts that I have. It's so much easier to just smile and help everyone else be happy.
that's...
Terrible. That's what Monica wants to say, but she stops herself in fear of saying the wrong thing.
It's just that if everyone knew about it, they wouldn't treat me the same anymore. Like, whenever I'm not smiling, everyone would worry about me and ask what's wrong. I know that because it used to be like that.
Saori pauses, seeming to recall something in the past.
I just want everyone to be happy. That's the most important thing to me. And letting people look inside my head doesn't bring happiness to anyone.
Saori. Saori pauses again, her solemn expression making her look almost like an entirely different person.
That is exactly my opinion on this character, Steven, and this is why she's my favorite.
I mean,
Although my opinion on that changes very frequently, but...
how'd you find the courage to tell me this? I mean, you're not worried that I'll be one of those people too?
I mean, I am worried. Part of me really hates myself for doing this. But another part of me, I think, just felt like it would be different this time. Whenever we talk about what the club is supposed to mean, I kept feeling like it was right for me to do it. especially after you've been trying so hard to express yourself. It just made me feel like I could say it in confidence, and our friendship doesn't have to change. It's so silly. The club's only 2 people, but it already means this much to me.
Monica feels a tightening sensation in her heart.
And it grew 3 sizes that day.
A feeling of connection and Sayori's emotions radiate between them.
Me too. I was so lost until you showed up.
It's room D5, it's not that hard.
I was lost in the room, Sayori.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, you're so brave, Sayori. You're so strong and brave. I didn't even compare. Oopsie.
My bad.
But if nothing else, can I at least offer you some hug energy?
Did they? I think they said that 2 weeks ago. That was like Sayori's opening. Was that?
If you'd like.
Yes.
No CG. Shit, there's a tear in the curtain. What the hell?
Ah, that's Dan peeking through. If you
That's Dan.
look at it for long enough, a little eyeball show up.
It's true. If you sit
No,
like
you're-
CG for long enough.
The Yuri realistic eyeball will pop up in there for a frame. I swear to God, it will.
It's Dan.
And
Wordlessly and without a smile, Sayori rests her forehead on Monica's shoulder.
I know, Steven. That was just in the back of my mind the whole time. It's like, can I trust you? No. Because as soon as I realize you're not real, I'm gonna kill you. Or even worse than kill you.
hey, Monica, you know Candace?
Yeah. It's like... what?
You're afraid to hurt yourself.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Like, taking advantage of this very vulnerability that she shared to have her kill herself is an evil motherfucker thing to do. So I have to wonder if... I wonder what the end goal of these scenes are. Because this game advertised, get your perfect ending. Right, that was in the trailer for this. So I'm wondering what the last one is, or if there's some extra one you get for completing all of them, or if this affects the main game somehow. I don't know. And we're gonna figure it out.
Through their contact, Monica can almost feel the torrent of thoughts swimming in Sayori's head.
Torrent. My brain's a natural disaster.
That'd be a good Discord.
I agree. Bingo bonus conference. Oh, content. Canteen.
Content.
And in this moment, enchanted by the air of the club, Monica realizes that all of the days that have passed, this is the one where she really hopes that nobody new walks through the door.
Hey, I heard there were cupcakes. Sorry.
I heard there were word cakes.
No word cakes today. Sorry.
She speaks softly.
And carries a big stick.
You're like,
No. Try again.
you're
Good.
the...
Keep going.
No, you're like the sweetest girl I've ever met. You can say anything. I'll never judge you. I promise.
Uh-oh.
Sayori's breath begins to quiver. She takes several deep breaths, trying as hard as she can to start speaking, to say the things she never once dared to say out loud. Finally, she speaks in a choked voice.
I'm so worthless. I'm worthless and everyone would be better off without me.
So that's your full name.
Shut up, come
Remind
on.
me, so is that your true name?
No,
Is that your true name that's engraved in your
you
soul that holds
are
power
one of
over
those
you?
people.
Things not to say to somebody going through depression and or suicidal thoughts.
She suppresses a sob as tears fall down her cheeks.
I'm just an inconvenience to everyone.
No, it's not like that. I'm just trying to provide some levity.
Just shut up for like 2 seconds, please. I'm not good at anything, and it feels like everyone just has to put up with me, and I hate it. I hate it.
The more Sayori speaks, the more she fails to convey or control her voice, falling victim to the overwhelming sadness clutching in her throat and chest.
I have depression. I'm dead. I don't want to have these thoughts. I want them to go away, and now I'm making you put up with me, and I just want to die.
As soon as Sayori loses her composure, Manabe becomes determined to keep her own.
Posture check.
She only wants to be what Sayori needs right now.
Gamer neck.
She won't let any sadness show.
Yeah, and I'm just as bad because I'm seeing like this thing of Sayori, and it just reminds me of the stop saying dumbass things. You're not even making any sense. So I'm just as bad. Don't worry.
Her voice comes through as soft and gentle.
This isn't putting up with you. I'm just being your friend.
Monica offers a few words of comfort. But she knows Sayori said it herself, that the thoughts Sayori experiences are ones that don't belong. And Monica can't magically make them go away.
In fact,
The most she can do is help Sayori battle them like any good friend would do.
but
No, I'm just thinking about it every line I say. God damn.
I know it hurts.
I mean, you have so much value.
I mean, I think this is probably before the epiphany.
Right.
It has to be, right? So, I mean, I don't know.
Because after the epiphany, the amount of likes will decrease exponentially.
Right.
To me and to your other friend, too. This club wouldn't have been the same without you. I really, really mean that. You coming here was the best thing that could have happened. Even if we never got any other members, I would still be happy. That's why you brought me. That's why you brought you here. What you brought? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what you brought here. You brought us a vision. And you also brought happiness. And that's your favorite thing to do, right?
Sayori doesn't respond, but Monica feels her gently nod. No more words are needed between them.
No more word cakes.
The two share their embrace for a while longer, Monica letting Sayori take as much time as she needs. Once her breathing steadies and her sniffles slowly cease, Sayori lifts her head and wipes her eyes.
Well, that was fun. See you tomorrow. I guess I needed that. Some days are harder than others.
Well, I'm here whenever you need me. But any other time, I'll make sure that things are going the way they usually are. If that's what makes you happy.
Thanks. You're the best.
No, you.
No, you are.
No, you are.
No, you hang up first.
You know, I'm sorry for building this up all of a sudden, but have you considered talking to a professional?
Oh, it's scary. It's already so hard to tell people.
Yeah.
I think I approach it from a healthy Western skepticism. Future reference.
The air conditioner's getting pretty loud.
Dude, a bug flew into my nose.
A what?
Like like I don't know, just a tiny
Oh,
like, fruit fly or
ew.
something like touched, like, you know, kind of like
Yeah.
bounced off the bottom of my nose, so I just like and then it went flying away.
I hate it when that happens. Oh, and whatever buzzing was there seems to be gone.
Is it?
Yeah.
Maybe it was that bug. Maybe it
Maybe
was
a
stuck
bug.
in there. Maybe it
The
was
bug-
stuck in there.
the
I
bu-
told you have a bug.
You-
Wait,
yeah.
guys, you know how we can find out?
No. No, I don't.
Fuck.
No, it.
Uh,
Oh, still bad. Still bad.
Okay. Turn it off. I cut it off. before it
You
hit
the
critical
fact that you
mass.
didn't proceed that with
Lurk check.
lurk check or here let me show you is disappointing.
True.
But canonically, that is the sound that Copus's hamster ball machine made.
it is.
All right, lurk channels, get on it.
Yeah. Then update
Yeah,
the
update the wiki.
Update the fan wiki.
It's official.
People are gonna think there's a fan wiki.
Listen, I want to I want to joke it into existence.
Me too. That's how all best things are made. That's a Minty Clovers collab. That's maybe me streaming from the get-go. I don't know why I did that or decided to do that. Hopefully it was a joke.
Anyway, well, of course it'll always be your best. Words hard. Of course it'll always be your best choice, but if you're ever looking to find the courage for it, I can do my best to help you.
Did Strummer make one? I gotta check that out. I haven't looked at it. Thanks. I think maybe just a stream dedicated to making a fan wiki where we just fill it with a whole bunch of fraudulent information and things that never happened and in jokes that aren't there, just so that if ever I get to the point where people would actually want to look at one, now they have been bamboozled.
They've been bamboozled.
Yeah. I mean, we'll throw some real stuff on there just as like a, you know, so if they find out that it's fake, then they'll think the real stuff is fake too.
I'll put the first digit of my social security number.
Same.
Same.
Awesome.
What if we all have the guys? What's your social sign?
What's your sesh, bro?
No, just asking for like the first number and that represent like it's just the 0 to 9 digit as like another form of star sign or whatever.
Dude, what's your guys' social sign?
Am I supposed to? Do I actually answer this?
Your
It's
first
your
number.
stream.
I'm a 3, guys.
Okay. I'm not gonna say the first number of my social security, but I will look up social sign and I will figure out what mine is later.
We'll talk after.
Yeah, I don't want to lower the probability that someone guesses it from how long are social securities? 9 characters or 9 numbers?
3, 2, 4.
9. Yeah, I don't want to lower the odds of someone guessing it from 2 to the 9th, or sorry, 9 to the 9th to 9 to the 8th. I don't want to do that. That's such a change. It helps knowing that you would.
Siri suddenly yawns and stretches.
Oh wow, that made me tired. And hungry. And whatever else is at the bottom of that hierarchy of needs.
And water. Shelter.
And thirsty.
I didn't think that made you homeless, did it?
No, but it made me want to go home.
I don't know. I can't do it.
You can't.
I can't do it. Ha, ha, ha.
You can't laugh.
No.
That I fake laugh all the time. It's not.
Best you'll get out of me is a fucking nose exhale. Take it or leave it.
Nose exhale fine.
Well, I won't make you do any work today if you're not up for it.
Either that or you can do what Steven keeps doing and do that. So you already know.
Say you already know. Don't kill yourself. You're too sexy.
No, don't.
But Monica didn't remember that promise she made.
Yeah, I just don't laugh.
I was doing my impersonation of most of the fan base.
True, including me. The
I
first
already
part.
said this.
My bad. No, I want to. I mean, I can say it's definitely one thing that makes me happy.
Monica smiles.
But I might want to go get a snack first.
All of a sudden, the sound of the door causes the two of them to turn their heads. Door opens halfway, then stops. A face speaks inside.
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu. A face that seems familiar.
These are long. Ah. No Ivar mail.
No more mail.
What the fuck?
What am I gonna get?
Wait, I want to change the wallpaper to Sayuri Depression?
No. 100% absolutely not. No, I don't. Changing the wallpaper is an end thing, and we are, how are we doing on time?
40 minute.
9:50. Okay. We can probably get through at least
40 minutes.
we can get through the first part of the next one for sure.
Y'all.
Yeah. All right.
I-
That seemed like a logical first one, and if I think it did put them in order,
Yeah.
right?
Probably. Next one's probably like maybe picks up where the one left off, and that was like Yuri coming in.
Yeah.
thing is-
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu.
Oh,
Oh, you guys.
Thank you, Sumeta, for reminding me that that was a joke in a SpongeBob episode.
It's fucking skin theory.
No! Is Nosferatu part of Skin Theory? I will watch the Skin Theory if Nosferatu's in it.
I don't think he is. He's not a major part of it.
Then why? Why would you make that
You
video?
wanna know- are-
The gorilla was a
What's
big part of it.
Skin Theory.
You don't wait, what? You don't know
You
about
never-
SpongeBob Skin Theory?
No.
Aw. Okay, I thought as a connoisseur of insane, stupid video essays, you might have seen it around.
I have only watched that Lab Rats one. That is the
Okay.
only video essay I've watched, and the one I had to watch for English last quarter.
Okay. Well, obviously you have a lot more self-control than Martin or I, but while I'm getting this sucker going, basically, wait, Martin, did you watch it? Because I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I watched it.
All right. Well, just a real brief, like, one sentence synopsis of what it is.
Okay, so it's an argument that somehow SpongeBob's world wearing skin is like a cultural norm that exists from the fact that they're all actors wearing suits all the time, even underneath the suits that they already have.
And a big part of that theory is the do you remember when I forget who I think they were trying to scare Sandy or something?
Yeah. No, they're trying to scare SpongeBob out of his house because he was being a hermit.
Oh,
Literal
yeah.
Hikikomori SpongeBob moment.
I don't know what that means, but I will.
I really like when they say that in Yo Yokio. It's so funny.
But anywho, because Patrick dresses up as a gorilla to try and like a realistic gorilla suit to go scare SpongeBob, and then they come out of like they after that, and then like so there's Sandy and the gorilla, and then Patrick walks up next to the gorilla with like an ice cream or something. He's like, "All right, Sandy, when are we gonna start?" And it's like, wait, if you're here and that's
If
the
you're
gorilla,
Patrick, then who's in the gorilla suit?
yeah.
Well, I thought I was in the gorilla suit. Wait, so if you're Patrick, then who's that?
And then does the gorilla zip down the suit, and who's in the suit?
So Patrick was in the gorilla suit the whole time, but then Patrick zips down the Patrick suit to
And it's
reveal
a
that it was
gorilla.
live action
Gorilla, because that's funny. Then that's a joke, which no one needs to say. But I guess Skin Theory guy is like, no, this is how the
No, here's
universe
the thing.
works.
Skin Theory, just to also sum it up in real quick, it completely ignores Occam's razor in just the sense of the easiest explanation is Steven Hillenburg thought it was funny, so he made it a thing in SpongeBob.
Which is the reason for everything in SpongeBob, because it's funny. It's a really funny show.
And it's not some weird, like, subversion of cultural norms that we're supposed to accept in SpongeBob or some bullshit. And and you only realize that after like an hour of wasted time.
What a goober. What a goober. Hold on, I'm gonna have a song play because I need to go to the bathroom.
I
What was that nice one?
like, because the whole basis
yeah.
for, I guess while we're waiting for Adam, the whole basis of fucking Skin Theory was that it's a joke that happens a surprising amount in SpongeBob, but I
Mhm.
don't think that's because it's some weird society thing. I think just again, Steven Hillenburg thought it was funny because SpongeBob's a wacky, zany cartoon where fish talk.
Mhm. It was coming out on Nickelodeon,
Yeah.
and the dude that made SpongeBob is like a marine biologist. So like, yeah, I thought it was funny.
It's the same thing with like, how can there be fire underwater? And then the fire turns off.
Yeah, it's literally like, yeah, so it's like the running off a cliff and then not realizing that you're in the air until 10 seconds after, and then you fall. Like, come on, dude, step it up.
Nonsense.
Meanwhile, the Lab Rats documentary was actually constructive and taught me about lab rats, unlike Skin Theory.
Gave you Lab Rats lore.
Did you watch that one?
I don't think I've had the spare 3 hours to watch it, but I wanted to.
Me and Aiden watched it like 3 times speed one day. And
Okay,
it's
so you
like-
only spent an hour.
No, dude, he sits outside the house that like they film establishing shots of, like the Davenport house. And the people that live there like actually come walking out at some point and the video hard cuts. And like then it cuts back to him talking. And like he's wearing like a like a zip up like bed like jacket, like coat, and like he has a V-neck on. And his V-neck goes really low. But like so his like his sweater is like unzipped down to like, you know where there's like that little cavity in your chest, kind of like above your wrist, above your like ribs, kind of in between your pecs, like it kind of goes in a little bit.
Yeah. Your clavicle? Or no?
Is that-
No.
I don't think it's clavicle. You know what I'm talking about, Martin?
I like the collarbone or like
Like
ribcage area?
in between, no, in between your nipples. Like if you draw a line from one nipple to the other nipple, go down like an
Right.
inch, like, right there. His sweater was like unzipped down to there, and you could still just see skin, but
That's
you could
kinda
see
like
on his
this
shoulder.
Diaphragm
he's
solar
wearing-
plexus area, right?
No, like way higher than like that. Well, I mean, actually, no, not that much higher. Okay, it doesn't matter. It was like unzipped down to like below his like pecs, but like you could still see skin. But on his shoulder, you could see he was wearing like a shirt, and like you'd see it was a V-neck. So his V-neck went really low. Then he was sitting outside of the High School Musical high school for the other half of the video with like a poster with like everyone's faces on it, and it was, dude, it was.
I liked that video. It was nice, but the idea of him being outside of these locations acting like a little weirdo nerd about
For an unnecessarily long time, because the amount of time he spent recording was like way longer than the actual footage you saw.
and even in the footage I saw that spending that amount of time in those locations is a little odd.
No, what got me and Aiden to die was when the people walked out of the Davenport house and the video
Yeah.
hard cuts.
Yeah. Like,
Like-
what was that conversation they had with him? Probably just,
Like-
I'm sorry, I'll go move. Or
And then he didn't move.
something. I don't know.
So fun. Me want to refill my tea real quick.
All right.
The motherfucking. So how are we gonna do this? Because this is
Yeah.
Sayuri and Yuri.
What we'll probably do.
Because listen, this has been a very Martin and Adam centric episode. I feel like Ivan hasn't gotten to do anything.
So do we make Ivan Sayori or what? And you know that's not too terrible considering the mic buzzing thing was a problem, but I guess it's not a problem anymore. But you know what? Ivan deserves a timeout after the in-time debacle last time.
No, I was also part of the problem too, and I love the
I hated that. It was that got annoying.
No, it's our funniest bit.
No, it's not. Absolutely no, it's not.
I think you're just mad that you don't have enough money. I mean time. Because time is money.
Do not continue. No. Anyway,
Oh, when I walked past the kitchen, there was a stupid video on the TV of like guess the celebrity and like with a 5-second timer, and like Gordon Ramsay was on the screen, and like Jonas said, "Oh, it's Bobby Flay."
Yo, that's Guy Fieri.
Guy Fieri, let's fucking go.
But don't worry, I won't make anyone read Yuri's lines, so whoever wants that can absolutely have it. But I guess there's just this whole thing of no one wanting to do Sayori except me. But whatever, we'll figure it out. It's our first time doing this, so people will forgive
Yeah,
a little.
We're working on the like logistics still. The club meeting is suddenly interrupted by the sound of doors, causing Monica and Sayori to turn their heads. The door opens halfway and stops. Faye speaks inside.
I'm the literature clown.
The lounge, if you will.
The clown. It's the floor 15 clown. Oh my god. We gotta finish Danmachi. I need to know what happens to the floor 15 clown.
I know we do, dude. The fucking floor 15 clown was insane.
That was
love
crazy.
Dude.
Martin, what was your favorite part of the floor 15 clown?
Yeah.
What season was this?
Season 1.
First.
I mean, I don't remember him that much. Season 1's kind of a blur.
Okay, well you
Even though I
gotta
did
go
watch,
it again.
watch it recently.
And you gotta like he's not there for very long at all. He's just in the background, but like
He
he's
shows
floor
up,
15
like he shows
clown.
up, and like it's really weird because he kind of comes out of nowhere, and it's like comes down, like Bell comes down, and then the guy's like, "Hello, I am the floor 15 clown. Welcome to floor 15."
And then that's it. You never see him again.
You
Why
see him
does
in the
floor
background
15
like
need a
being
clown?
but like he never says it. It's like what's behind
Wait,
that?
so he runs back past the boss door, and the literal clown shows up. It's just like,
Yes.
oh, you ran past the boss door.
Like,
Where's
oh,
floor 15 clown?
Did you have a fun slide? Welcome to floor 15. I am the floor 15 clown.
Enjoy your stay or something like that.
It's crazy. It's like
Okay,
literally
but actually no.
Are you sure it was floor 15 or floor 18? I thought floor 18 was the rest floor, but maybe I'm stupid.
Whatever the one that was after the slide, but I'm pretty sure it was 15.
all I can tell you is that there's the floor 15 clown.
Yeah, so it had to be on floor 15.
It's like I'm not like all I can like even if that wasn't floor 15, like maybe the floor 15 clown was visiting that one. I can just tell you that the floor 15 clown, it's right there. He's like, "Hello, welcome to floor 15. I am the floor 15 clown. Have a good day." Like he says that. I don't know whether or not they're actually in floor 15. I'm just telling you what the floor 15 clown said.
Right.
Right.
Don't shoot the messenger, dude.
I'm gonna shoot the floor 15 clown.
No.
Dude, don't.
We
What
love
is wrong with
clowns.
you? Dude.
Okay, rule of
Any
threes. Clowns are
clown.
gonna come up one more time before the stream ends.
Just Martin, any clown but the floor 15 clown, please.
Yeah. You can kill Bozo, you can kill Bingus, you can kill Brobular. Those are Tony Zarrett names.
Can I kill Adam right now?
No. I took off the nose.
Thunger.
Yeah, because
Also-
he's not just a clown, he's the entire circus.
Right. This is a what the fuck?
Thunger. Feel the thunder.
I-
thunder.
I've had this chair for months and I've never activated whatever I just activated to make it lean back. I've been sitting at the chair in the complete upright straight position the entire time. Whoa.
Your chair has lean?
85% lean. Also, this is Mr. Right cosplay, not Phoenix Wright, Mr. Right, the movie that I made Ivan and Aiden watch once.
That one was funny.
Yeah.
A face that seems familiar.
It's me, your favorite. Oh, that's a fake.
Who?
Well, I guess it would have to be Ivan because there's a Marnie character, there's an Adam character.
I have an Sayori impression.
Sounds like recognizing a girl.
That's
She's very consuspiciously mouths to Monica.
You mean conspicuously?
Consuspiciously.
No.
It's a girl.
Please don't do that. That's not what I sounded like at all. Not that you have to do exactly what I did.
I'll
but...
work on it. I'll work on it.
It's his first time. Come on.
I know.
It's our first time.
It's our first time.
Sure,
Everyone
I
remembers
don't-
their
I
first
don't-
time.
I don't really do girl voices, so like
Right.
I'll need some time to work on it.
I don't like how naturally I slipped into it. That's not a good sign.
Yeah, I might want to work on that. It's true that girls. It's true. The girl standing in the doorway is none other than the girl Sayori had come across reading alone in a classroom. Thanks to Monica leaving a flyer on her desk, it seems she's found her way to the club.
Are you here for the literature club by chance?
Am I in the wrong place?
No, you're not. This is the literature club. I mean, please come inside.
The girl fully steps in the door, but continues standing against the wall, avoiding eye contact. Sayori continues to fail containing her excitement. Oh my god, it's happening.
Thank you so much for coming. Sorry it's a little empty. I'm Monica, and this is Sayuri, and we run the literature club. Even though it's just us so far, but... what's your name, by the way?
I'd like to join your club.
That's an interesting name.
Ready?
Wait, really? Are you sure?
I mean, I should be good enough.
Well, everyone's welcome here. You don't have to be good enough.
Oh,
Do you want to have a seat? We'd love to get to know you.
you can't scold
Girl.
her and call her young lady yet because Dad isn't here. You can though, because Dad is always here. We heard his Big
That's
Bang
like-
birthing process.
so he like the physical matter that makes him up is here present now. It hasn't yet come into form,
Yeah.
but the physical matter was turned from like cosmic energy into like physical matter.
Right. He went from idea to force.
Dude,
if that makes
his,
sense.
like yeah, like so like his
Which
dude,
is-
the like the cosmic energy like that was prior to him, kind of like that like turned into his physical form. Like it like kind of having to condense into physical matter, like created like an energy vacuum. That's what the sound was. But what that did is that like undid some of the some entropy, because like it took like
Dad
it
literally
increased-
just made the world a better place.
it increased like the difference in like energy between the areas where the energy that made him up was and where it is now.
you
So
say
he's
that?
actually prolonged the universe by a few seconds.
I'll say.
I said this, bro.
My bad. We need like some sort of signal.
Screaming.
Ah! Like if you said the line already, just go and I'll move to the next line. It's fast.
I'll just be like,
But you-
actually.
But you do that like anyway, so that's not like a good signal.
Well then, let's see. In one situation though, would there be maybe a second or two of silence, in which I would have been reading a line, in which instead of reading the line, I'll say, actually.
We're burning
if I'm
more
not,
seconds
like,
than
in
we'd
the
be
middle-
saving with the
middle of a
signal.
talk.
Read the thing reader.
The girl nods, sliding over to a nearby desk, gently sitting down. So what's your name?
I'd like to join your. Wait, Yuri.
I'm Sayori, and this is Monica.
Sayuri, I already...
Nice to meet you. Do you like fantasy?
when the whole that word first popped up, I read it as boobs.
Boobs.
I like boobs.
What? No.
Maybe that's your fan. Not after.
Not that kind of fantasy.
Yuri looks at Monica.
I mean, fantasy's cool.
Boobs. Is this my pointing? Is that in frame? Does that look like it's supposed to?
To me,
Because
Yeah.
I want to like have. I want it so Steven has all of these little pointing things every time he does that. Oh yeah, have you heard of Annabelle DePaul?
I can't say I have.
Oh, well. I'm gonna look that up after. Oh, well, she's my favorite author. I'm on her 5th book, and it's just.
Yuri grins and presses her knuckles against her cheeks in joy.
Oh, you can borrow my books. I wouldn't mind. You're really in for an incredible experience.
Monica stammers, caught completely off guard by Yuri taking control of the conversation. She glances sideways at Sayori, silently asking for help.
Yuri's trolling.
I'd love to. It sounds like you're really into them, so they must be great.
Oh, I'm so happy I found this club. Oh, I'm so stupid. I left all my other books in my locker. I should have brought them.
Yuri quickly stands up.
Well, I'll be right back. I'll go get them for you.
You probably only need to bring one for now. Sayori nervously says that, noting to herself the considerable heftiness of the book that Yuri set down on her desk.
Yeah, but have you ever heard of Shu Takumi? That guy's a legend. Thank you. He's the guy that wrote Ace Attorney. True, okay. I'll go get the first one then.
Yuri exits the club room in a flash, leaving Monika and Sayori silently exchanging glances.
Fucking speedrunner. Oh my god, I was not prepared for this. How do I handle someone so intense? I have like no experience with fantasy. Except maybe the stuff that I read when I was a kid, but that's probably like a joke compared to what she's into.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. In fact, I think it's neat that we have different people who are into different kinds of literature. It'll be fun to learn from each other.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree, but what if this is her only interest? I mean, doesn't it kind of seem like that?
Sorry, just the flash in my head. No, I don't think I had any kind of similar conversation like this, but it didn't click in my brain of, oh, running and organizing a club. Adam and Martin talking about that. Wait a minute, this sounds familiar. Because we had to deal with people like that with Smash Club. Not that that required a lot of moderation, especially not on Martin's part, but still.
Yeah.
Monika, don't you think you should be a little more optimistic? We have a new club member. There shouldn't be room for anything but being happy. I'm excited to get to know her more, aren't you?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry for being hasty. I just got really anxious all of a sudden.
It's because you're afraid of not being able to take the lead.
What the heck? I mean, it's kind of scary how you can point things out like that, Sayori.
I just like learning what makes people happy or sad.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? You'd probably be great at helping Yuri feel comfortable here. Maybe you could take a break from helping me with the administrative stuff and just focus on spending time with her.
Yay, go push me onto her. That's a great idea. That's exactly what I want to do. Besides,
Sayori lowers her voice.
I'm probably going to need all the time I can get.
She taps her finger against the dauntingly chunky book Yuri left sitting on the desk. Right afterwards, the door opens to reveal Yuri's return.
Oh, I'm back.
Her breath is slightly heavy, which, combined with her short time gone, indicates that she must have ran at least part of the way.
Speedrunner.
I mashed enter.
She makes her way back over to Sayori and set the book down on her desk.
Controlling through is for casuals.
Just as Sayori feared, the book Yuri brought for her is just about equal in size to the one already on Yuri's desk.
Well, there are probably a few things you should know before getting started on it. You can probably skip the prologue, it's just explaining the autonomy of goblins, but there are some things that are more explained in the other books that take place in the same universe, so going over those would be good to keep you from getting confused at the start. Actually, now that I mention it, every books by this author have like about 1 to 2 chapters explaining just goblin civilization, goblin lore and mythos, the deities that the goblins worship.
Sayori nervously interjects.
Can you guess what the series is called?
Goblin?
Close, it's called Tome of Goblins.
Goblin Tome.
A Goblin Tome is the subtitle of the 3rd book in the series. Tome of Goblins. Goblin Tome.
That's a little redundant.
Oh, I don't think so. Once you get through the first 2 books, you'll know why it's called that. It's because the 3rd book in the Tome of Goblins, Goblin Tome, is actually a real printed version of the artifact mentioned in the 2nd book called the Goblin Tome. And you get to read the real artifact from the book within the book. It's really cool.
Is that really the third book? Shouldn't it be more like a side book or side thing?
I mean, it's the length of a book. People just consider it the third book in the series. Because the book is actually a prophecy, you can sort of read it as like a prologue. Or not a prologue, like what's the word?
Foreshadowing?
Like a sequel, a prequel. But it spoils things because it's a prophecy. Anyway.
Well, I was thinking that maybe today we could just get to know each other a little bit more. I think like if we're going to be reading together, I would like that. From across the room, Monica smiles and nods to Sayori while Yuri isn't looking.
Oh, okay.
Smile and wave, boys.
Yuri sits down and then looks at her book, then glances around the room, showing no indication that she has anything more to add.
So, do you like goblins?
So what made you decide to want to join our club?
Well, I like reading, so I was immediately interested. I had no idea that someone was starting a literature club, but that's my fault since I haven't been paying attention to any of the club recruitment advertisements. I only found out because she...
This is over at Monica. Monica?
Because Monica came into the classroom and put the flyer on my desk.
Suddenly, Yuri's face darkens and she shakes her head at herself.
Goblin!
Goblins! Goblin! I can't believe that this book series, Tome of Goblins, just erupted from my brain in one burst. It's crazy. Can we add the entire book of Tome of Goblins to the fan wiki, please? Thank you.
Come on, we need that there.
Yeah.
Including, well, the trilogy we just named, including the third book, which is Tome of Goblin Tome.
Yeah, so we have like a page for Tome of Goblins, a page for Goblin Tome. This series is actually kind of it's kind of meta because it goes in between like series that we do now.
Right.
Like I don't know if you guys remember, but we actually
Tome of Goblin stream.
I don't remember if you guys remember this, but it was actually kind of set up in an earlier stream. I'm not going to tell you which one, but just go and look. It was at some point in the past year and a half. So use that as a
Yeah,
gauge.
we've been discussing Goblin Tome, we've been discussing Tome of Goblins for like actual, I think like the past year now. Like ever since we finished this original Steins game.
I think it's been like a year and a half since like the first mention of like the Goblin thing.
I think
mean,
we'll probably play because it was a book series and then they made it into a visual novel and then an anime called Goblin Slayer. Just kidding.
No.
I think the anime didn't do well because it came out near Goblin Slayer, and Goblin Slayer, like if you look up Goblin anime or whatever, like Goblin something,
we're not talking about Goblin
autocorrect.
Slayer, we're talking about Goblin Slayer.
Right. Tome of Goblins.
Yeah.
Tome of Goblins, Goblin Tome.
The anime was Tome of Goblins, Goblin Tome, Goblin Slayer. That's like the whole.
But people just abbreviate it to Goblin Slayer, and unfortunately, that's what made people like not ever be able to find it.
Yeah.
It went super under the radar. It's like it's like a cult following.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Honestly, most people probably wouldn't even be like smart enough to like understand it.
Yeah.
It's like
Goblin Tome. Tome of Goblins is, especially Goblin Tome is
yeah, Goblin Tome it's heavy.
It's
heavy.
Yeah. I was so stupid. I got too nervous and couldn't even look up, so she just walked out. It took me several days just to come here because I was afraid that Martha told everyone how inconsiderate I was, but I decided that was probably irrational.
Wait. No, that was totally my fault. I mean, I felt so bad about interrupting you that I just like walked out. I mean, I was actually really hoping that you'd come by.
Yuri exhales in relief.
I always seem to interpret things as the worst possible scenario. Well, I was really nervous to come here for some other reasons too, such as there being too many people, but that doesn't really look like it's a problem. Oh, sorry, that was really mean. Not that I mind much, but I have a really hard time having to meet a large number of new people at once. I think my record is 2, so I've tied it today.
You were gonna say that this was your first.
No, I did this once before, but it didn't end very well.
What happened?
That's
They
tough.
told me to leave
Why?
because I started reading the. Never mind. You can probably guess.
Started reading the prophecy.
Yes, it's
How'd
cool.
that-
I was just getting into the series, and it took over. Whatever. It's amazing that it's just the two of you. I definitely came at the right time.
That makes me happy.
But I'd be excited to meet the other club members later.
Yeah, we'll introduce you to them when the time comes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, like the
how-
secret party member.
Hiding
Like, sorry, the
underneath the
secret club
table.
member underneath the table.
At some point, a dude, like one of the dudes at work, walked up to me. And was like, "Hey, Ivan, like, does anything look funny with this coat?" He's just showing me like a suit coat. I was like, "What?"
Please tell me
He's like,
something's
"Look
in the
at-"
coat.
And he's like, "Look at it." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Okay, look a bit closer." And he just put it closer to my face. It was him and Lucas that walked up, by the way. So like both of them were there telling me this.
Yeah.
And they look closer, and like put up. He's like, "Okay, here, I'll point it out for you. You see the pattern on it? Look here, follow my hand." And he traced out the pattern, and if you looked at the pattern in a certain way, it looked like a ton of swastikas. And then he was like, "Yo, I'm thinking of getting this coat now." And I was like, "Yeah, we should all get that coat." He's like, "Yeah, it's a good
With
idea."
matching armbands too.
He's like, and I was like, "Yeah, you know, we start having a club for all of us that have that coat." He's like, "Yeah, dude, I know a good place in the woods we can start meeting." Yeah, that's a good idea.
Let's see. I didn't see the little design at first. So what do we call ourselves? Let's see. I didn't see it. I did not see. Oh, I don't know. I'll come up with it later.
It was really funny. I'm proud of you for working up the courage to come. Yuri smiles to herself, or smiles warmly to herself.
I've never really had the privilege of sharing my interests with others before. It's so hard to find others that are into the same things I am, except online. So I thought the literature club would provide a chance for me to do that.
What sort of things are you into?
Like genres?
I don't know, just anything, even if it's not literature.
Oh, just things that you'd think are dumb.
Sayori pauses, a look of concern on her face. How about I'll tell you something I'm into, and then you can tell me about something you're into.
I suppose that'd be okay.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty into, like, crafty things.
Like Minecrafty things?
I like making cute little collages or decorating things like cards or jewelry boxes.
Oh.
My room's always cluttered with random stuff. Because I keep buying things to make gifts for my friends, then I put it off till the last minute. So yeah, that's kind of something silly I'm into.
A little goofy.
You sound quite creative.
Not that much. It's just that you'd be surprised by how much you can do with scissors and glue and stuff.
And crayons.
don't even fucking mention crayons. I'll lose it.
No, but Ivan, you have to step outside yourself for a second and get into the character that likes crayons. I know since
can't.
this is our first time, that might be hard for you.
That's a wall that I'm not overcoming that wall. Like,
Ivan making Nazi jokes, but won't like crayons.
like listen. Like, you're,
I don't
like,
want to listen. I really don't
know
want to.
what's like. There's gonna have to be something real good on the other side of that wall, like crayons, for me to have to want to go.
You're into crafty things such as the craft services table on film sets. Hell yeah, seafood diet.
You can argue with people whether it's pronounced crayons or crayons.
Yeah, you love arguing. Oh, I was expecting a no, I don't.
I hate crayons. Sorry, I don't even want to talk. I don't want to think about crayons. If the word crayons exists, it might as well just not exist. What are we talking about?
Oh, so I have to share something that I'm into now, right?
Sayori nods.
I guess we all have something, because, like, Martin hates clowns, Ivan hates crayons. I hate...
Just saying that in character.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Well, I guess I'm into nature.
I love nature. Monica, I'm gonna start a nature club.
No, you're not. You're stuck here with me for now.
I am not.
Oh yeah? Well, I hereby appoint you as vice president of the literature club. There, now you're stuck with me.
Hey, don't give me responsibilities. I'm sorry, Yuri, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
The Frito-Lay variety pack.
Little did Monica know that single innocuous vice president appointment would single-handedly lead to Sayuri's death.
She would know because she did it. Oh, it's
I was more thinking.
I know. It's funny. That is my favorite movie, but it feels like there are a lot of small, seemingly innocuous actions. Need not point out every single one, but I do appreciate it. Stranger Than Fiction, greatest movie of all time, if you ask me.
Your pauses feeling awkward after having gotten cut off.
We have to watch all the movies. There's Stranger Than Fiction, there's Stranger Than Fiction 2, and then Stranger Than Fiction 2, Fiction of Strange.
It's pretty, like that one's
It's
good.
really
I
dense.
like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one. Yeah, that one's really dense. Like, seriously. Like that movie, like you really
See,
have
because
to
it's
have
actually
seen
a
it, like,
prequel, because
like
it's like a prologue.
so like it takes
hours.
place like after the first one, but it's like still a prequel, but it's also set during the events of like the second one,
Right.
and it's insane. But like you have to have seen the first two like literally 10
Yeah, to
times
see
each.
Stranger Than Fiction, Fiction
Right.
of Strange.
Like,
Yeah,
for it
'cause,
to
like,
make sense.
If you look at the background of Stranger Than Fiction 2, you can see Stranger Than Fiction 2 Fiction Stranger in the background, like the entire movie. And it can kind of, like, but you have to watch it like 10
Yeah,
times to
like,
actually notice it.
Very often in shots there will be like people watching TV, or there'll be a TV on in the background. That is like those little pieces of like brief little images that you can hardly hear or see. If you piece that together, they actually release Stranger Than Fiction, Fiction of Strange within Stranger Than Fiction 2.
It's really
Crazy.
crazy.
It's really dense. You wouldn't, it's like, I get it. Like
It's,
if you
like,
don't
really
want to
dense,
get into
like,
it, it's like
it's-
not. It's
It's,
underground.
like, it's a lot easier to like watch the first two, and you don't really have to watch
Yeah,
the third one.
it's
but,
got a
like, once
cult
you do, like it's got a cult following, and like once you if you do get into that, like it just makes the first two all the better.
I don't know though. You might not be smart enough to understand the third one.
Tome of Goblins is awesome. I really want to read it now, and it doesn't exist, and that makes me sad.
Yuri pauses, feeling awkward after having gotten cut off.
I'd like to go out in the woods or just to the park. There's places where you can walk or sit and not have any people around. It's peaceful. It's just nice to kind of remove myself from everything that matters and let my racing mind operate autonomously for a while.
Remove yourself. Here, let me help you.
No, no, no.
Bam.
Damn, that's tough, man.
No, 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 no. Wait. Oh,
Just
those
have to wait,
voices are close.
Monica's like still at the beginning of like her Python class she's taking in high school right now, so like she's not far enough in that like she's realized anything yet.
Yeah. She doesn't know how to delete elements of a list.
Yeah.
And she's afraid if she messes it up, she'll erase herself.
Yeah, it's like so she's quite far off from like importing like the module she needs.
She's
to
doing
import characters.
SAO coding assignments where if she dies in the coding assignment, she dies in real life.
Yeah, so it's taking a long time. She's being super careful.
Yeah.
But once she's there, ooh, payoff soon big for her.
Not for these people who will die.
It'll be a blast.
Oh, right,
like-
when Natsuki died because the school exploded.
True, that was tough. When do you like to do that?
That was in Doki Doki Literature Club plus Club of Literature.
That one's dead.
That one's dense.
All right, roll threes. That means that this part of the joke has to have the most cult following.
Right. Joke of funny is the fucking... Alright, it just depends on my mood. God damn it. This after school on the weekends, whenever I feel like I need it.
Wow. I feel like I would never have the time to do something like that.
I find that we have a lot more time than we think we do. If you don't let it slip through your fingers, you are absolutely right. Oh my god, fucking YouTube shorts kill me. It's crack cocaine. You watch one and then now you're 500 down, and you don't even like these people, and they're not funny, but you
It's in YouTube Shorts for me right now. I want to time travel 3 hours into the future.
Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
Oh, it's one of those
I've
videos.
not
Ben
gotten
pulls
the
out the
whole one.
original Wolverine suit from the comics.
Oh, I love that guy.
Because Roddy is voiced by Hugh Jack.
I actually do like that guy. I like that he sometimes includes a fake fact, but then in case you thought it was real, he puts Han Solo doing a shrug every time, every single time.
The three continue their conversation led primarily by Sayori, but with Monica chiming in every now and then as well. Monica intended to leave it to Sayori and focus on her own work, which found it difficult not to join in. Before they knew it, the end of the day was upon them once more.
Looks like we should be wrapping up for today. You know, it's almost 10:30. So are you two going to be starting in that book next club meeting?
That's the plan.
Oh, I'm so excited. No one, not even on the internet, has read Tome of Goblins. I'm the only person. I know it's dense, but
which is insane because they sell so many. They have it like in every bookstore. Like there's not a single bookstore that doesn't have it, but no one's read it. No one knows what it is, but everyone like recognizes it because it's in literally every single.
It's the most famous series that no one's ever read besides me. I heard it makes people go insane, but that's probably just a myth.
I mean, you know what? You get the title of being #1 fan.
I do.
Sayori beams. Yuri collects her things.
Sayori beams.
Once packed, Yuri wordlessly waves to Sayori and Monica with a gentle smile. Bye.
Hi, bitch. I mean, sorry, that was mean.
As Yuri exits, Sayori enthusiastically returns her farewell. Once again, Sayori and Monica are left in the club room.
Sayori, you are a lifesaver.
No, I didn't do anything, I just talked.
Still.
Besides, it really lifted my mood. It feels really nice when I can put my energy toward other people like that. She was really excited to be included, you know? It made me happy.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that she'll have a great time here, with you engaging her.
Oh, I don't think we should go that far in our relationship just yet.
Oh, but how are you feeling about starting that book with her next meeting?
I'm kind of scared, but I think she'll be happy as long as I'm trying my best.
Oh, I think you'll do great.
Well, you're not exactly offering to read Tome of Goblins, are you?
So like,
I don't want to go insane.
What? There's no way that's real.
It's kind of tough to get into, but you know, just give it a try.
Right.
Like,
And again, we understand if you can't make it to the third one. It's okay.
like,
Not everyone can. No one can, in fact.
like you can probably make it to the third one, but like I understand if you don't read that one.
You start fucking reading the prophecies, like it does something to your brain, honestly.
Yeah,
It's
it
really
dense.
does.
It's pretty dense.
It's so fucking dense, dude. After the surprise of a new club member, it seems like everyone has their spirits lifted with something new to look forward to.
I mean, this is the piano chant joke. There was a fake show we came up with where it was so information dense that you could like watch 12 seasons, but like it felt like a year. 12 seasons, 12 episodes. It was
like there was like it somehow like kind of like it made them like an immense like kind of impossible amount of information like able to be digested in like a short amount of time. So like there was like an impossibly an infinitely large amount of material
3 times
of the show that was out, but like you could like consume it like in a finite amount of time.
Yeah,
crazy. After the surprise of a new club member, it seems like everyone has their spirits lifted with something new to look forward to.
I guess Steven can make fun of Freshie because they are the last one to join the club before Dad does. Alright, that's a good stopping point. Please don't fade back in. Don't do it.
Too bad.
Ah, come on. There. I like how long these are. But it's not conducive to the amount of time that we have. Oh, shoot.
I have not like watched any YouTube shorts.
Good.
It's not something I do
understand
terribly
that
often,
stuff.
but
I got you.
oh, you've got mail.
Ooh, new mail.
Hold on, how should we score this mail?
Dusk is depressing.
Scary. What's scary? Do we have something that's scary?
Yes, we do. If it'll, thank you. Yep.
Fix your game, Dan. Fix your game. All right, who's gonna be Rhea?
Who else can do an Indian X?
Thank you to everyone who worked so hard to control simulation. I can't imagine how tedious it must have been to delicately hide Monica's elevated permissions from her without disrupting the convention of the VM. Just to clarify, all recordings labeled side stories are part of the control simulation, right? I'm noticing some details of the characters' lives here that differ a little bit from those in VM1, even trial ones. Is it the part of the butterfly effect for some of Monica's more fundamental changes, or is it a result of her just messing around with the other characters in VM1 as her own experiment? Or for fun? If so, I'm keeping track that we have like 5 different universes in total, with 3 or 4 of them created and destroyed by Monica, of course. I mean, it's just funny because I keep on waiting to speculate on which one is the real universe, but in reality, they're all as real as ours anyway.
Thanks for spelling this one out. I thought it was gonna be a little more subtle with what this was and what it was doing.
Lore.
Lore.
Sure.
Yo, can we get a lore check? Okay. Okay, thanks for the... Thanks. So
Who
now...
the fuck put us on this email list?
Guys, it's like email, like you know how people have like
They're
the.
not coming in order.
It's going back in time, bro.
Yeah.
Weird. It's like how like my dad's email has it, where at the end of it, like there's just like automatically attachment things are attached to it. They're like any emails received from this email are strictly confidential and bound by this like penal code, and if you release information you're not supposed to, you are like you suffer penalty under perjury law or something. And so that's basically what we're receiving right now. And like, what would you do if like there was some like super important like chain mail for like people in, like super important business metaverse
Freemasons.
enterprise solution like Freemasons, and you just spelled like, yo, sorry guy, I don't think I'm supposed to be on this mailing list.
Can you remove me from this mail list chain? And then they'd have you killed. If you just wouldn't have said anything and kept your mouth shut and not been polite, you would have been fine. But you had to say, hey guys, this is goofy. This is crazy. Can I get off this mail list, please? Thanks.
It's gonna.
That might have been how he was inducted into whatever organization that he became a part of.
Yeah.
No, but either way, I mean, I was reading it, but I didn't really process what I was saying. So,
Okay.
like,
Oh, yeah.
for alternate universes, really?
No,
I mean, just because.
Simulated.
it's
universe.
simulated, yeah. Because, I mean, duh, it's a video game, right? But basically, VM1 is the first run through. Like, they're
Right.
experiencing this as we are. And then there was the second timeline, Act 3. And then, or sorry, Act 2 with everyone going nuts. Act 3 of just Monica, and Act 4 of the little epilogue where then Sayori goes crazy. And now we're on, I guess, the 5th one where Dad is not there or isn't yet.
Thing is, that's kind of ominous with just the fact that, like, 3 or 4 of them created and then destroyed by Monica, of course.
So yeah, it's like
What
there's
if
a
that some of these might not have the best, happiest ending?
yeah,
There's one that's not yet destroyed by Monica though.
right.
At least. So there we go. That's the
Uh,
ending we always wanted.
Can't imagine how tedious it must have been to delicately hide. So yeah, she doesn't know elevated permissions from her without disrupting our connection. So they're linked to her somehow.
Wait, so is that implying that us playing the game basically, like, is a fucking wake-up call, like a fucking dog whistle to Monica to epiphany moment?
Some maybe I don't know that it's
Because, like,
saying that. But
because,
that
like,
could be-
without disrupting our connection to the VM, like,
Oh. But that could be what the connection is, but I'm not. It certainly isn't spelling that out for us that we have to guess at that. Maybe. Oh, we need a new background.
Anyway, I'm glad that Dan Salvato hired an entire metaverse Facebook team to figure out how to fix his fucking game.
Yeah.
Fix his game. He's just
Because the
he
side
hired
stories
people
work
to
a
make
lot
his
better.
lore. True.
The
Yeah,
joke
you
might
got some
wrap
new
around it.
devs.
Yeah. Thank you, Indian people, for fixing this game.
I mean, I think mine was more Eastern European, but whatever.
Maybe. Green. We get a nice shade of green for the title screen. That's what happens when you play Doki Doki Literature Club on maddening mode. Or death mode, sorry. Hey, this isn't the song I played. There we go. Oh, yeah, data collected. It said data collected 61%. I imagine that's like the mail and pictures and all that stuff. Because if we look at this, it's approximately, we have a little more than half of them, right? So that's probably what that means. Anyway, that was funsies.
Shit was crazy. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck's going on? What? When that happened, I was like, shit, this shit's dense.
I am so glad I'm done with that chapter in physics, because I would not be able to keep a straight face during lecture. The professor kept saying the word dense.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's good. I think I did so well in the midterms that, like, because the final is optional, I do not have to take it in the slightest.
Nice.
I like that model, because now I can worry about other finals, which are this week. But after this week, like, on Tuesday, I'm done, I think.
I've got till like first week of June.
Ouch. But you're probably going to be seeing a lot more of me. Yeah. There is news, but I will wait to share the news until the proper time.
Okay.
Because I want a big advertising front out on this. But there's
You-
news.
Secret news.
Secret news.
Fucking Freemasons, goddamn hiding the goddamn truth from us. We're gonna figure this shit out. Come on.
Only after you ask politely to be left off their email chain.
Come on, fat.
Alright. I would say same time next week, but Thursday'd be ideal. But well, we'll see. I really like these side stories. I like them a lot.
I like them, but they're a bit long and tiring. Especially with the fucking Monica's little monologue is just like, today I will talk to myself for 5 years.
I mean, it's, you know, that's what the character does. That was her superpower at the end of the game. But I love it. We're gonna keep doing it. And you are both now vice president, which means you have to stay here. Gotcha.
No, I'll take secretary. I'll give Ivan vice president. Then we'll have the CIA kill you, Adam, so Ivan can be president.
There we go.
There we go.
That's what I was waiting for.
So I'm Kennedy.
Yeah.
All right, but when I come back as Calamity Kennedy, you guys are done for.
You really are. That's why. Listen. So the problem is that I already know where the remaining 99% of the Crab Cake Club is. So.
Oh, I forgot. This isn't even my in joke that I'm referencing. This was an in joke meticulously explained to me by Ronjo and Ivan. It's so funny though. I love it.
Crab Cake Club, dude. Marina, dude. It was wow. Like me and Ronjo one time were thinking about. We couldn't remember the name of like who the lady that made the Crab Cake Club was. Because it was just the name of some random like Mexican city that we picked off a map. until because like the name of that city was named after her because she made the Crab Cake Club there.
Okay.
And just it came to me one night when I was sitting there eating Marina Del Rey, and I just texted it to him, just like randomly, and he was like, "That's it."
Damn.
Just funny.
What an awesome epiphany.
I was just sitting there. I came home from work. I was eating months ago.
Yeah, Adam, when are you gonna break out of the simulation and find your fucking epiphany? We've been waiting for this for actual years, but it hasn't happened yet.
Maybe that's the thing I hate. I mean, crayons, clowns. I hate reality.
Dude, it was almost a year ago. It was Sunday, June 20th. I texted him at 11:33 p.m. Marina Del Rey. When he responded with the crab emoji and the cake emoji.
Oh. The one thing
Okay.
that can beat word cake.
And my explanation was that I misread a word as Marina, and then that made it click.
Mm.
Hold on, what were we supposed to reference 3 times again before the end of the stream?
Clowns, and I did it again.
Alright, just making sure. Just double checking.
Yeah. But moral of the story, go read Tome of Goblins. I've heard only good things about it.
Just fire.
Read it by next week. That's your homework.
Yeah, read
Oh,
Tome of
fuck.
Goblins, and we'll discuss it.
Dude, David's home.
Dude.
David's
Imagine, okay. Actually, though, next week, we got to remember to do that, where we start the stream discussing, like, saying that we actually read something before the stream. We talk about Tome of Goblins. We just discuss it in beautiful detail. Steven will be in on it. We're all 4 of us right now are in on it. And then David and Doge or whoever else will be here will not be in on it.
true.
Unless they watch the VOD.
They won't.
Are they?
But if they watch the VOD, then I welcome you next time when the stream starts.
Better be in on it.
Better be in on it. Do not ruin the joke. Be a part
Are
of
you
the
in?
joke.
Or are you not? You know, you gotta be in.
Yeah.
You gotta.
Well, we have that to look forward to. See you next week, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye, bitch.
Hopefully I talk to all of you before then, but you know what I mean.
I gore you.